lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you. I'm so fucking mad, I know, yeah. Cause you're driving me insane. Don't you say I never told ya. Loving you is such a waste of my time, such a waste of my life. Thanks for breaking my heart. And those feelings that we both had when I leaned in and you pulled back and you said that I can't have your love. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind, lost my mind. I've been different since I met you. All my friends, they say I've changed, and I've been trying to forget you, yeah. But you've been stuck inside my brain. Such a waste of my time, such a waste of my life. Thanks for breaking my heart. My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind.
I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind.
My friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. I keep talking about you all the time, all the time. I can't help but treat you like you're mine, like you're mine. Yeah, my friends all say I lost my mind, lost my mind. My friends all say I lost my mind.
涙が乾かない夏と痛いの飛んでいき幸福なあなたに天国帯のアイランドお兄さん手をなる方へバイバイじゃねまたいつかどっかで見かけるあれば真夏の真夜中のことどうしてか私の手を引く知らぬ誰かのあの世へいざなう甘いそれほどまんまと騙されたままこの小さな街から去っていった涙が乾かない夏と痛いの飛んでいき幸福なあなたに天国帯のアイランドお兄さん手をなる方へバイバイじゃねまたいつかどっかで見かけるバイバイじゃねまたいつかどっかで見かける は馴染みのない誰かの寝言のようどうしたってつくようもないから私はまた一人で生きていました残酷な人生なんて笑えないよ一生耐えない方も楽観してどうにかしたいよな取り繕うぜラッパンピーチゆえの発奮ねめんどくさいは撤回ねさっさと出て行って最悪な涙が乾かないやつと痛いの飛んでいけ幸福なあなたに天国大なアイランド鬼さん手をなる方へバイバイじゃねまたいつかどっかで見かけてバイバイじゃねまたいつかどっかで見かけて
Hello. Hello. I think my microphone settings are different. Hold on. Oh yeah, definitely. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know why they do this sometimes. Sometimes the microphone just gets louder for some reason. Alright, this should be good now. How are we doing? Today is an unusual day because I don't typically stream on this day, but I figured I'd give some updates to stuff. It'll be a shorter stream today. But I also know that the Locale Live thing is happening soon. And we'll see. Apparently Boogie is quote-unquote facing the music on the next Locale Live episode. So I wonder if that means he'll fess up. Unless they're just like reposting the same like VOD. That would be disappointing. But yeah, don't expect a long stream. We're just gonna go over first Akumu's video. Then we're gonna go over the Cody video that D'Angelo Wallace made. Because I'm curious to see what evidence those accusations have. And if they have any merit to them. And then we're gonna check in on the Boogie stuff at the end. Probably not linger on it too long. And then that'll be it. So let me go ahead and get everything set up for you. Because I never prepare ahead of time on anything. I also saw that Just a Robot put out a video about doodle tones, and I did watch it. And quite honestly, he doesn't say anything new, anything groundbreaking. He just kind of says the same shit that everyone else has already been saying, so not much different there. Also, I apologize ahead of time if you hear weird stomach noises. I just ate and I can't control that, unfortunately. a side effect of surgery. Yo, Villa, I'll hop in game with you. I just won't show it on stream. You found another fembro. Good for you. Alright. Acid reflux? No, I got... About a year and a half ago, I got gastric sleeve. So... The side effect of that is that stomach noises are like 10 times louder. So, I can't control that. Most of the time they don't pick up on stream, but... Oh god. Let me turn off the, Holy shit, that's loud. Let me turn off the audio there. So, I'll just be hanging out with Villa in the background. Why is it so big? Why is the screen, like, larger than it's supposed to be? Oops. Here we go. I can't center it because, of course. There we go. Alright. Oof, that's a pain in the ass. At least it ain't... Oh, no, it's not painful. God, no, it's not painful. It's just annoying. Every time it cracks my mom because it always interrupts me when I'm talking. It begins. Alright, we'll see what Akumu has to say about the Nezzie monster stuff, and then we'll jump right from that to the Cody Cove video. How does that sound to y'all? And it's mute. Hold on. There we go.
All right, folks, the Tism report is back, and boy, do I have a report for you all. The forecast shows me that the shit winds are picking up, and what I mean by that is, an artist took to Twitter recently to share a Google document they made. This Google document contains screenshots and their summarization of a conversation that they had with Nezzie Monster.
Oh, is this the person that was like, these are totally real conversations I had with Nezzie Monster, guys. I'm just not able to show any verifying information. Sure. I totally believe you, but we'll see. Maybe this is different.
About all of this. So we're going to get into that. Now, for record and for context, this Google document and the tweet that it was shared within was made on June 7th at 3:19 p.m. But here's what they had to say. Fuck it, here you go. Here's the whole talk that me and Nezzie had a month ago. If Laka has...
Do you guys want me to, put, like, the gameplay up on screen as, like, a little ASMR, or not ASMR, as, like, a little ADD box that you can look at while this is going, or do you not care all that much?
Any issues with this, then she can talk to me directly. As for everyone else, do not contact me, leave me alone, and let me go on with my life. My conversation with Nezzie Monster. I've been debating whether or not I should make these DMs public or not, but I've made up my mind. My only request from you is this. Please do not contact me about this document or anything else related to the FCK. This doc is as far as I'm willing to go as I want to move on from this and get on with my life. Do with this information what you will. Just leave me out of it. That goes for Akumu, Nezzie, and anyone else who reads this.
Rap.
This whole thing has been exhausting for me as I've kind of been following this community since I was 19. I'm 23 now and I wouldn't be where I am as an artist without them or their communities, excluding Toasty/Ruby, as I never knew about him until the leaks. It's not exactly fun watching people who've helped
Leia
me
went
grow
over this
rapidly
doc?
dig their
Okay.
own grave. That's why I'm posting this. Something about this convo I had doesn't sit right with me, and I need to talk about it. Before you ask why I have Nezzie's name censored, it's because I'm unsure if showing the name of the person you're DMing is legal. Laka Moka Laka show
Wait, what? Wait, hold up. What?
posting this. Something about this convo I had doesn't sit right with me, and I need to talk about it. Before you ask why I have Nezzie's name censored, it's because I'm unsure if showing the name of the person you're DMing is legal.
Yes, for the iPad babies? Yeah, I could arrange that, I guess. Give me a second. But, like, wait, hold up. Wait. Wait, I'm so confused. So wait, they have the screenshots, but the name of the person who is in the screenshots is censored. There it is. Sorry about that. Is censored because they're unsure if showing the name is illegal. You what? You're 23 years old and you think that? Wait, okay. But that's a huge red flag to me. I'm sorry. Oh, I conveniently can't show the name that would actually verify if this is actually Nezzie Monster saying this stuff or not. Because I think it's illegal. That's like the first time I've ever heard that excuse. I don't know about this, man. I'm already having my doubts.
Laka Mokalaka showed me unintentionally that it wasn't, and I had just wasted my time making a mistake that shouldn't have been made in the first place. I'm in the right for blacking out the people who follow Nezzie that I also follow, though.
Wait. Because I'm unsure if showing the name of the person you're DMing is illegal. Laka Mokalaka showed me unintentionally that it wasn't. And I had just wasted my time making a mistake that shouldn't have been made in the first... What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, if you think something's illegal, fucking look it up. That's a good point. That's... Yeah, no, I'm already suspicious about this.
I will be leaving my personal thoughts in this convo here and
Spaghetti,
there, but I'm implore you to form your
yeah.
own conclusion. Don't be a yes man. Please have some autonomy, as I'm the last person who should be telling you how to think and feel. The conversation started off with me saying, "Hi,
Hear,
Nezzie,
feel,
I'm probably
think?
going to regret this later, but do you think you're in a good enough headspace to talk about the FCK?" I'd show you the screenshot of me saying that, but I deleted the convo due to getting caught.
Oh, how convenient! Then how do you remember? I'm confused on this also.
Cold feet, and didn't think to save it then. Nezzie would later respond with this: "Why are you asking about that now?"
Look at all the shit that's blocked out. You couldn't show a single thing? I mean, I guess... Did Nezzie ever have this in their bio? Because that would be, like, the only thing. Okay. Let me double check then. Let me double check. Actually, no, I can't. I'll do it on my phone. I can't do it because I'm not logged in on my computer. I know one way we could probably verify this. Okay, Nezzie Monster's BIOS... Okay, then that's pretty... Okay, so they do have that in their bio, and it says that they joined August of 2017. And the follower number is pretty accurate. Although there's a possibility that it can still be faked. Definitely. At least that information lines up. But... I mean, if this person is so dumb that they thought showing someone's name online is illegal, then, you know, they're probably not smart enough to, like, fake a screenshot. It's weird because they retweeted with this doc and I don't know who this person is. Yeah. Here before the inspect element allegations hit. Well, you can't really do that. I mean, actually, yeah, you're right. That is possible. Although, wouldn't the number be exactly the same as the follower number? I don't know, there's a lot here. Is it fair to just assume that these screenshots are actually from Nezzie then? If that's the case. You can inspect Element on the phone with some browsers. I mean, yeah, but this is a screenshot in a Google Doc, so we wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, you're saying, like, so they could change those words? I don't think this person, I'll be honest with you, I don't think this person would be smart enough to do that. So, I don't know. But maybe they have us all fooled. You can do it on your phone, though.
You blocked me with no explanation for like, what, 2 months, and now you want to talk about it? Fair point. Reason why I blocked you and subsequently why I'm only talking to you now was because I was angry and upset with the things I've seen you and the others do. That night, spoken to Xena a little while after the leak went public. She showed me personally how little she cares about it. I'm still angry and upset, but I'm a bit calmer now than I was these last 2 months. Yes, it took me 2 months to calm down. I'm well aware of how that sounds. Yeah, I talked to Xena through DMs. That was a mistake on my end, as I was in the throes of denial at the time and hadn't fully emotionally processed.
In the throes of denial.
To clarify, it took me this long to talk to you about it because I was and still am furious with you upon looking into it myself. However, I'm not here to
You don't think it's been faked? That's fair enough. I just think this person might be a little retarded.
Yell at you. I simply want to talk with you in private about the situation, as well as a few other things if they get brought up. I'm still furious with him, by the way.
It's always a Google Doc.
Kind of yeah. See, the screenshots Doodles showed in her video don't necessarily correct anything about you or your involvement in the FCK. Those screenshots showed that you knew more about the FCK than you initially let on. This screenshot in particular is baffling to me. That could become an issue. Could become an issue. How on earth did you not think it was an issue at the time? Nezzie says, I don't 100% remember my mentality at the time, and I don't know why I said it that way. I know people don't like the fact, I don't know, but 4 years of drugs does not help.
4 years of drugs. I don't remember because drugs. What drugs was Nezzie taking? Fucking weed?
I never said I wasn't irresponsible.
She makes it sound like she's got a fucking, like, hardcore drug addiction, which she might, but whatever.
Never said I didn't fuck up. I know the accusation, and no, I didn't know about anyone being fucking groomed. The closest I knew was a video Gal did on Toasty that was swiftly retracted with an apology. Thuman's making a video that will explore more where I get
You know, I feel like that video that Rin did on Toasty, the reason why it might have been retracted is because people pressured them into retracting it. I mean, that's always a possibility.
Interviewed by her, and you actually hear from the victims directly. Another message from Nezzie Monster reads, I suggest you
4 years of drugs down the toilet.
This evil, vindictive person, I will not stop you. I'm not going to fight to be understood by anyone because nobody gives a shit about the circumstances or the precautions I took after leaving. Nobody gives a shit that the victims themselves don't have an issue with me. Come on, guys, the victims don't have an issue with her. Because the victims don't have a problem with her, we can't. Because that makes so much fucking sense. Editing me here is I've got a couple of points I'd like to make, specifically in regards to her statement there. None of the victims have an issue with me. Yet again, trying to hide behind the victims. To paint this notion that because, well, the victims don't have a problem with her.
Like, it doesn't matter if the victims don't have a problem with you, you still were a hypocrite. You were a massive hypocrite, and you did something that you would, like, lambast others for. And you tried to lie about it. To save your own ass because you knew you were in hot shit.
Her, no one else can. That because the victims don't have an issue with her, the evidence that shows what she clearly fucking did certainly just mustn't matter. It goes right out the window because the victims aren't upset with her. As if the public can't be upset considering she's LARPed as this account.
I'm surprised that it's only recently that people are pointing out that she has a drug problem. She's always been open about it. Oh, weird.
Ability figurehead.
And none of her friends tried to get her help?
Who enjoys when people get what's coming to them. Yeah, but with that said, I've got a bit of information, a cluster of information that's hopefully insightful and really shows just how fucking ridiculous this is. And the first thing is this attempt to hide behind the victims and that they're not upset with her is not the first time they tried to do this. That call that I alleged in a previous TISM report about them trying to push one of the victims into defending them because it would look better publicly, that call has been confirmed to exist. Laka has that call. Now, whether the call will become public or not is up to Teddy the Draws, the victim that they tried to push into defending them publicly. But what matters here is it has been confirmed. That call does exist. They tried to guilt trip and push Teddy.
It was before her presence in the ACC? Well, then why is she saying that it fucked with her memory, like, during?
Teddy the Draws into.
Like, is she trying to imply that it gave her brain damage? I mean, it probably did, but not that bad of brain damage.
siding with them publicly for Nezzie Monster and Ellie Momeli by using the harassment Ellie Momeli
Well, that's the thing. Laka can't make it public unless Teddy wants to make it public.
got, and the traumatic harassment I've given Nezzie Monster as a means of guilt-tripping Teddy to side with them because it would look better publicly if they have one of the victims siding with them. Treating this like this is a Pokemon card collection. Oh, well, how many victims do you have on your side? That's how fucking pathetic these people are. But they know that they can use
Oh my
passive
god, that's a
appeal
great way to put it.
audience. Well, see, we have one of the victims on our side, and they aren't upset with Nezzie, so clearly it's not that big of a deal. But me talking about this blatant fucking attempt to manipulate the public's view, well, guess what? I'm the bad guy. I'm just dishonestly framing it and twisting it. Now, the second that call becomes public, if it ever does, I promise we will crack it open on a live stream and look at the full thing. Aside from that call being confirmed to exist and that exact thing happening in it, I have more to tell you. On Nezzie Monster's Twitter antics, her defense for knowing about Toasty sending Teddy pornography was, well, she didn't know if she could really trust Teddy or Toasty. And when people pointed out that she had a literal fucking confession from Toasty himself in her DMs, that she acknowledged in the DMs back in 2020, her defense was, well, Teddy's a known liar. Interesting. And I don't see the SCC folks or even the art commentary crowd screaming victim blaming. She's accusing one of the victims of being a known liar to weasel out of the fact that she had a confession from the very perpetrator of the action. And to go a step
That's interesting.
further here, back in 2023 when I had that call with Nezzie Monster, she reached out a couple days beforehand to...
That's crazy that they tried to butter Teddy up and guilt trip them into defending them. And then just completely discard them as a liar when they refused to, like, come to their defense.
apologize to Teddy, and then have calls with Teddy with doodle tones, trying to get Teddy to agree to their sequence of events of what happened back in 2020. That's why they were upset that Teddy didn't show up to the call, because it'd be one more person to side with Nezzie Monster in front of everybody. Yet another manipulation tactic. So Teddy was useful back in 2023, but now that Teddy's not siding with you and defending you, and suddenly the fact that you had a literal confession from Toasty, well, suddenly Teddy is a known liar. But me daring to talk about the fact that Doodles had the diaper fetish before the grooming is victim blaming, but not calling the literal victim a known liar to escape the fact that you have a confession from the perpetrator. No. That's not victim blaming. Again, rules for thee, but not for me. But to go even further, because it does not stop there, folks, I wish it did. Jamesy, or OMGIJ252, one of the minors that Nezzie Monster knew was a minor back in 2020, as she stated in March of 2020 in the two-part collab on Me.
Didn't they block Teddy? Yeah, they've blocked most of the victims, most if not all of the victims involved in the FCK shit. Because that's how you know that you're sorry. That's how you know they're sorry, is when they block everybody involved.
Decided to speak out and point out the fact that she's a fucking liar, and she just can't help but lie. And that's why people are upset with her, because she keeps...
People continuously bring it up because you keep lying about it. You constantly make it seem like you weren't there and didn't see what we saw, when everyone knows you did. At the very least, show some support to the victims in all this. You're actually fucking scum, Nezzie. A, quote, changed person wouldn't brush off responsibility in every single way possible. A good person wouldn't victim blame and imply that the main victim in all of this is a known liar. That's so fucking evil. Find God or something. You're actually fucking evil for this shit. God damn.
Lying. And she blocked him. She blocked multiple people for daring to speak up and disagree. But she didn't block...
And she blocked Jamesy,
person
too.
Who's dramatically harassed her all these 4 years, and she's never blocked me once. Except for on Discord. She blocked me on Discord, but she's never blocked me on Twitter. And the reason why is very simple. Because what she does is she screenshots my tweets, and she runs them back to Doodles, Lio, Heaton, and Ellie, because all of them affirm this wannabe victimhood that she desperately wants to have. That's why she won't block me. But the fact of the matter is, she's gone out of her way to try and use one of the victims, not once but twice, whether it be trying to get Teddy to defend her publicly, or shielding herself with, well, none of the victims are upset with me. She's then victim blamed. Lee went and called one of the victims a known liar. No fucking evidence. She provided no evidence for that claim, of course, because none of these people ever do. They throw claims out, but they never provide actual substantial evidence. And they never provide anything fucking specific. And 3, blocked Jamesy for daring to speak up. But I don't care about the victims, guys. They care about the victims. They care about the victims. I don't. I'm just using this for clout. People who blame them, who accuse them of being liars.
Yeah, I mean, Akumu is clearly a clout chaser. That's why he's a psychotic villain.
And block them for daring to disagree with them. They care so much about the victims. So passionately about the victims. To really put this in a nutshell here, because it's really fucking ridiculous. None of the victims apparently have a problem with Nezzie Monster. That's what she's telling this individual in DMs. And yet, when one of the victims refuses to side with Nezzie Monster and help save her public image for something that she did, suddenly they become a known liar. Which is a little odd, because if you know that Teddy's a known liar, why would you want her word on your side? Why would you want her to come to your rescue?
It's a good point.
Liar. And then when another victim speaks up about the fact that you're a lying piece of shit, you block them. You don't acknowledge them, you just block them out.
Oh yeah, block one of the minors that was in the FCK for calling you out. Nice one, Nezzie. You really knocked them out cold.
Right. I thought none of the victims had an issue with you, Nezzie. What happened? Why would you block them if they don't have an issue with you? Nobody gives a shit that this
True.
is done out of
Yeah, true. Why would you block the people if they don't have an issue with you? That's a good point.
maliciousness, because someone can't get over a video from 4 years ago, and they made it very clear they want me gone, and thus diverted attention from the actual victims.
Gay
I think
station.
this really goes to show the mass cognitive dissonance here when it comes to the people that often complain about the attention being stolen from the victims, like Mr. Enter or Nezzie Monster in this particular case, because it's a complete lack of self-awareness and an inconsistent complaint. My videos exist because these people have continuously kept lying. Lio got involved and chose to get involved in Lie for Peaches, which resulted in several videos being made on Lio because of that. Just as Nezzie Monster has continuously lied throughout the years, and a recent lie from 2020 was discovered from Ponder Sprocket's Discord server. So them lying about it wasn't taking away the attention from the victims. Nezzie Monster, Lio...
That's the thing, right? Because it's like, they keep saying you calling out our lies, our obvious lies, is taking away from the victims of this situation. That's like if Boogie said, you calling out me faking cancer is taking away from the victims who were scammed by me. How dare you? But yeah, it's like, if you didn't want attention to be taken away from the victims, you wouldn't have lied. They claim to care about victims, but I know for a fact all of them have taken attention away from the victims and have pissed off the victims multiple times. Yeah.
Oh, that's not taking away attention from the victims when they lie about it, but me daring to talk about the fact that they lied, and that they're lying about it, and that they're downplaying it, and not being honest about what happened, then it's me who's taking away the attention from the victims. It's anything and everything to blame me for daring to bring attention to it. As Nezzie Monster made it very clear herself, she had no intentions on talking about it. It's why she deleted her second Twitlonger from 2023, which vaguely mentioned the FCK, but didn't get into any of it. Instead, she said that the group fell apart because of interpersonal friend group shit, not the fact that they were a bunch of fucking degenerates. I wonder, why would she delete that? Wait a second. By her own standard, deleting something is trying to hide it. What this is projection, mental gymnastics in an effort to pin the blame for what they're doing onto everyone else who's daring to talk about what they're doing. There's no fucking way that they don't realize that them lying and being deceitful about what's happening is going to put more eyes on them. They know that. But instead, because they know there's gullible fucking people, they instead proclaim that me, or anyone else who's talked about this, is taking the attention away from the victim.
Yeah, guys, have you seen that... have you seen that post that Soda Pop, or whatever their fucking name is, made? In the Senate Discord, or the Cat Slayer Discord? Where they said, I don't know if they were talking about Doodle Tones, or, Nezzie, right? But, for one of them, they were like, I swear to God, if they kill themselves, I'm blaming, who was it? Slimmers, Akumu, and who the fuck else? I forget. I don't really want to, like, go and dig up the screenshot right now, because I think it's buried by now. It was Doodle Tones? Oh, is that because the Just a Robot video had just come out? That makes sense.
Because we dare to talk about Nezzie's dishonesty or Lio's dishonesty. It's an attempt to get the spotlight off of them because they don't want their dishonesty talked about and acknowledged. That's all that this comes down to. I don't know how many times people expect me to say it. I fucked up. What do you want me to do? Fucking cry and lash myself on camera and self-punishment? I've had enough. Bye.
That sounds very, like, similar to what Spoonie said when they were having their meltdown. Like, what do you want me to do? Self-flagellate? Kill myself? Is that what you want from me?
What the fuck is she talking about? That I made it clear that I want her gone. I've never said or even implied that I wanted her gone. And
oh, right, Patches. And then Lio agreed that Patches can drop dead. It's like, I thought you only wished death on predators and creeps, Lio. Why are you wishing death on somebody whose only crime was, like, being cringe? It's odd.
I've even replied to people sharing that sentiment, that idea that we should try and make these people...
I'm confused why they don't blame Jar at all. Like, you posted the video, why blame Slimmers? I think it's because Jar is still one of the good boys. Jar hasn't gone after them or Lio directly, so he's not a problem.
Leave.
And Doodle Tones has already, like, all but been discarded by the Cat Slayer. So it's like, I don't know, if Jar were to go at, like, directly for Lio and criticize Lio, I think then they'd have a problem with him and start blaming him for everything.
Is ridiculous, it's cringeworthy, it's silly, it's goofy, and on top of that, why would I want you to leave? I can just keep laughing at you because you are dishonest fucking hacks. You leaving would kind of prevent me from doing that. So what I think she might be doing here is twisting a point that I've made so far a couple of times, which is that she insisted that Tippy and Keyblade leave for associating with someone who associated with a groomer. Yet, her actively lying for Toasty.
Oh, Jar is making a video on Lio? If it's just another Mr. Enter type video where all he talks about is like, oh, the Rosa call was bad, he was a little bit cringe, let's move on, I don't think Lio's gonna have a problem with that. Because that's some of the basic bitch stuff that everybody's been saying.
And lying about what Toasty did and concealing the stuff with the FCK, it was 4 years ago. She's changed. She was a dumb 19-year-old. She didn't know any better, but she did know enough to know that V Omega showing minors porn was bad. But Toasty doing it, it was 4 years ago. Who cares? If you've had 4 years worth of drugs to turn your fucking brain to mush to the point that you can't remember anything, any lie that you've told, anything that you've done that people might take issue with, you can never remember a fucking thing you could possibly have done to upset me or anyone else and have a problem with you, but somehow you manage to remember minute, tiny, no big deal things, such as me being in your Twitch chat or calling you a bitch in a video. If your brain is that riddled with holes from all these fucking drugs, why do you think that you should be sitting in calls trying to hold people accountable?
It's more than likely probably gonna be just a Lio Aspat video.
If you can't even remember what you yourself have done, is that's your main fucking excuse anytime anyone takes issue with something. Oh, I don't remember that. I have no memory, but I can remember this tiny, oddly specific detail that's about you. If you can't remember a fucking thing, what are you doing sitting in calls? What are you doing lecturing other fucking people about what they've done? Because apparently you can't even keep track of your own fucking actions. And to add on to this whole, he's just upset about a video I made 4 years ago, this is maliciousness, is extremely and dishonestly reductive. In fact, I made a tweet that summarized.
Jar knows about Baiji. If he doesn't talk about that horse degen shit Lio was okay with for so long, I'ma lose it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jar is gonna say anything new or unique about any of them, to be honest.
Summarizes this absolutely fucking perfectly. Let me find it, because I think it really hits the nail on the head here. I might have made a video accusing you of attempting a crime,
He's gonna just say all the shit that everyone already knows and just make a little bit of money off of it.
You of trying to hide it by deleting things you didn't delete, omitted information just to even make these accusations to hundreds of thousands of people, accused you of working with a doxer to get into my PayPal, accused someone near you of sexual harassment with no fucking evidence, lied about you to blame you for it, misrepresented my actions as a mistake or an accident for 4 years, and played victim to you because you dared to point it out, all while having done something objectively worse that I lied about to keep secret. But get over it. This is only over a video I made. That is it. That is all that
Yeah, that's a soy jack.
Now, this person went on to say, okay, there's a lot to sift through here. First of all, Nezzie is pretty much lashing out at me, telling me to fuck off because I had them blocked for 2 months, something I was entirely justified in doing, by the way. I don't really know what to say about that. Second, people do care about the precautions you took after leaving the FCK. Yes, that's what he's talking about. In fact, the precautions you've taken make you look worse, given the DMs between you and Toasty/Ruby. Third, the victims not having an issue with you is irrelevant because it doesn't change the fact that you, at the very least, knew about the porn spamming and kept quiet for 4 years until people finally chose to listen to Akumu. Fourth, please, for the love of God, stop treating Akumu as if he were a stalker. You're making yourself, as well as your merry band of morons, look even worse by doing so. That's ignoring the fact that you, Ponder Sprocket, and most of your at-the-time friends in the FCK made 3 to 5 hours worth of YouTube content effectively silencing him when he was 16 to 17. Don't care
And
how
practically
edgy his jokes.
sexting
Don't do that to
him.
someone, especially a minor. Why did they do that, you ask? Well, it was either because A, he was making fun of them for the Madame versus Lemur situation by comparing them all to Light Yagami from Death Note, or B, he knew what was going on in the FCK and they didn't want that to blow up. Or it's a third option that I'm not aware of. Fifth, while Akumu isn't focused on helping the victims and more so proving he was in the right all along, why aren't you giving the victims the attention they need? I haven't seen you ask anyone to support the victims lately, although I could be wrong on that front. And then there's some screenshots of what they said in response, and then they go on to say, when I say, if he's been telling the truth about things he's been holding over your head, I mean him claiming Nezzie said he doxed D-Vampire Smile, aka Slammers, and falsely accused someone he knew of sexually harassing Nezzie. Which is actually not Nezzie. I understand that it's a very convoluted situation. At some point, I need to make a big video going over all of the issues with Nezzie. It's an entire fucking clusterfuck.
I feel like he already has, though, made a video about it. I mean, it was kind of, like, attached to the Ponder videos in a way, but oh well.
I didn't have the full context for those and still don't, so don't ask me for info or tell me more about them because frankly, I don't want to know and I don't care to know. Yes, I don't like Akumu very much, but me not liking him is irrelevant to this because you don't have to like someone in order to agree with them.
Oh, at least they're not that dumb.
The SCC and art community are not going to like that one bit. Now, I know I was ready to leave the conversation at that, but Nezzie,
where's the guard when you need him?
Responded again, and here's what Nezzie had to say. I really don't give a shit if he thinks I'm a piece of shit. I don't take advice from people who choose to be friends with someone who encourages a girl to carve her name in her arm, and to do as a terrified or used to, now supposedly it's gone, of bestiality porn.
My god. Oh, they're never gonna let that shit go.
I don't take advice from people who purposely lie about how old I was, and I know this because Peaches, the 19-year-old, is older than me, and doesn't understand that people are multifaceted. Multifaceted, that's the excuse. Everyone is a hypocrite. Everyone does shitty things. If I was some random...
now all of a sudden it's everyone's a hypocrite. Everyone does bad things. They always do that. When it's someone else who's doing something bad, they're absolute scum and they should have known better. And, like, they're awful for, like, and, like, how dare they call what they did a mistake and shit like that. But, if it's them doing something bad, it's like, look, guys, nobody's perfect. Okay? Nobody's perfect. I'm just human.
Would have bothered, but he gets something every time he uses the mention tool on YouTube. I am not a good person because that is not how people work, but I try to do good things and keep people safe. You did such a great job keeping those people in the SDK server safe. This is the same thing that she said in her collab with Ponder, that she was making the collab because she wanted to keep people like Slammers safe, so they couldn't be abused by people like Madame. Well, she sure did such a bang up fucking job keeping those minors in the FCK server safe. Fan-fucking-tastic job. Now, I didn't lie. Nezzie Monster was 19 to 20 going through the FCK server. From 2019 to 2020, she was 19 to 20 throughout the whole situation. But she seems to insist that I was lying, to push this notion that her being 19 instead of 20 magically makes a fucking difference. Well, I was 19. I didn't know any better. I didn't know...
Look, the thing is that she can't use the excuse I didn't know any better. Because she clearly did know that it was bad enough to be like, I left because Toasty was being inappropriate with minors. Essentially. And even had to confront Toasty about it privately at the time. So, yeah, the excuse of I didn't know any better is clearly bullshit. It's like, I knew well enough to, like, go after other people who are doing even less than what I was doing. But guys, I didn't know any better.
I was just a dumb 19-year-old, guys.
Why do you care about what I'm doing when there are other tragedies in the world? From her Pink Cat video, yeah, true.
Come on, guys. I was a dumb 19-year-old. And yet, in August of 2020, she knew that V Omega doing the same
there you
thing
go.
that
You don't even
Toasty
need
did,
me to say
showing
anything.
minors pornography as an adult was a bad thing. So clearly she had some ideas to what Toasty was doing was bad. You can't say that you didn't know any better because you were 19, and then also simultaneously be shown to know better by your own fucking DMs. And you're going to notice that she doesn't acknowledge that, not once. Not in her recent Twitter coping, her seething, not in these conversations. Her DMs
coping
with Toasty
and
show
seething?
her bringing up what V Omega did as a bad thing, despite the fact that she knew Toasty was doing the same exact fucking thing. She doesn't acknowledge that. She completely avoids it, because she knows that it contradicts lying about it.
Okay, does Akumu say anything new or show anything new in this? Let's get back to the document. Because I know Akumu's making good points, and sometimes it needs to be repeated, but, like, we've heard all this shit already. Not gonna lie.
Who collected bestiality porn for reasons I can't be bothered to look into, and I don't think you can justify that at all, so I'm gonna move on now. I don't know what Nezzie's talking about when he says that someone purposely lied about his age, but I do know that people being multifaceted is not an excuse to be complacent in what can be defined, by the law apparently, as child abuse. Yes, everyone is a hypocrite. Everyone does shitty things. Here's the catch. Most people are only hypocrites and do shitty things every once in a while. It doesn't justify anything, and I hope to Christ that you know that. Finally, if you really do try your best to do good things and keep people safe, you would have said something about the FCK much earlier instead of
Beckett, is
waiting
that
until
you?
your image was on the line. That right there is perfect. I can't say anything better than that. Also, he doesn't understand what hypocrisy means. Oh, guys, I don't understand. If this is about Tippy, there was a 4-year span. She was 26 and actively silenced people. I don't give two shits if people think I'm evil if it means they'll stay away from me. And being a hypocrite doesn't make me wrong. It makes me an asshole. But at least unlike him, I know that. There it is, folks. The go-to
it just
SCC
makes me
Kobe.
an asshole.
Just because I'm a hypocrite doesn't mean I'm wrong. Being a hypocrite 9 times out of 10 does make you wrong. You're going to sit there on your pedestal and try and point the finger and say that someone else can't do this, that someone else doing this makes them a bad person, that they made a severe fuck up that they need to be held accountable for. And yet when it comes to you, suddenly it's different treatment. Suddenly there's a
Yeah, I think if you really boil it down, the hypocrisy doesn't necessarily come from the action that they do. The hypocrisy comes from the, I guess you could say it's more double standards. That is what makes it wrong. Because, like, yeah, sure, you can say that something is wrong while also doing it. I guess that's hypocrisy. And I kind of agree with Nezzie on the fact that, like, no, hypocrisy does not by default make you wrong. However, when you go and expect to get a gentler treatment for what you did, for the hypocrisy that you did, than you gave to other people that were doing the exact same thing, that's where the wrong comes into play, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think?
excuses. I didn't know any better. I was just 19. You're not an asshole. That's ridiculous. You're a sensitive fucking crybaby. You are a bitch, not an asshole. There's a huge difference. A bitch is someone who's constantly fucking sensitive but wants to LARP as an asshole. An asshole isn't someone who's gonna sit there and fucking cry and scream harassment and stalking because you're getting some YouTube comments and some fucking tweets. But you want to talk about how I don't know the difference. Him calling you a hypocrite isn't about Tippy, although I do see the connection there. He's calling you a hypocrite because of how you and others treated him when he was 16 and 17, and then claim you care about the safety of minors online. Oh my god, this person really does hit the nail on the head. Don't quote me on that though. I might be wrong about that too. I just don't feel like trudging through Akumu's YouTube comments, and Twitter posts. Having said that, and I feel I'm overstepping boundaries when I say this, so sorry in advance, you should work on not being a hypocrite as well, as that will lead to more problems for you and anyone.
Yeah, these people just can't stand it when they're held to their own standards.
Else you talk to down the line.
Yeah,
that connection, by the way, about Tippy, it was because they had been associating with V Omega, a child predator, years after Nezzie, Doodle, and a few others had been associating with Toasty/Ruby. You know, the main perpetrator of the FCK who did most, if not all, of the grooming? Nezzie then says, I don't really care if people think I'm a hypocrite. I stopped caring about this forever ago. Never did I ever claim to be this harbinger of good, or whatever the fuck.
I don't really care if people call me a hypocrite. Yeah, you clearly don't care. Very clearly don't care. That's why you've gone on and on and on about it forever, like, threatening to kill yourself because of it. Totally.
Previously, we went over how she condoned cancel culture.
God.
Anyone who condones it, why? First off, that's my question. Why would you condone it at all?
I condone it in instances where people are scamming their audience out of money by...
This is just, like, I care about people.
I think you know how awful that sounds. Nezzie then adds on, it's been 4 years. I even apologized to him in a call once if I recall correctly. So did Ponder. If he wants me rent-free in his head for the rest of time, so be it. I'm just gonna do whatever. You didn't really apologize. You told me that if I thought I was right. You defended your video, the flaws with your video, still insisted that what you did was an accident, but you couldn't keep your story straight to save your fucking life. The story that you had to, before the call, get straight with Doodle Tones and Teddy. But then you guys were upset that Teddy didn't show up to back your version of the story up. And then you apologized if I particularly felt a way about it. Not for what you did. In fact, you insisted when it came to the doxing accusation and what you all got wrong in your video was that I was thinking that I was right. Not that you were wrong. And Ponder did apologize, gotta give her credit there, had that conversation with me and apologized. Though it seems in most recent times she's starting to do a bit of a backpedaling up.
I feel like the apology she gave was kind of half-assed. If we're talking about the same recording that I'm thinking of, and it's the recording of her just being like, I don't remember anything, my memory bad, but sorry if you felt that way. That's what it comes off like to me. Right? So I don't know if that's a genuine apology. If she doesn't even remember what she's apologizing for.
On that, because she has since...
Hey, one second. Mitzi is,
me in her comment section and is saying that I'm going about this in a destructive...
Mitzi, I think she's hungry, so I gotta give her food.
Mitzi, are you hungry?
Okay, I'm back, guys.
way. Why would you say that someone telling the entire truth about a situation is destructive to you? That's a little odd. That's a weird thing to say. But anyways, let's continue on with this. I'm doing a bit of yapping with this because this is mostly unscripted. It's bullet points. Think of this sort of like a on-air reaction to something. Now, I didn't save my reaction to this, but I said something along the lines of, wait, what? When did that happen? Because the way Akumu goes on about you makes it seem like this never happened. Nezzie didn't respond for a good long
scream
while, so
for
I figured
food.
the conversation was over
Yeah.
and deleted the DMs again because I didn't want to think about this ever again. He responded back.
Don't let Nerd City know he hates cats. Apparently.
Saying, I had a call with him and Ponder had a call with him at separate times. I might have been dishonest there as I've had 3 different stories about how D-Vampire got doxxed, that being one of them. The next screenshot says it was for the fact we made a video when he was young or something like that. I don't 100% remember. I'm not really talking about this anymore, man. I'm too tired. Everything I ever say to this guy is gonna get twisted, and I kinda just don't care anymore.
Well, I
now,
wonder
him mentioning
why.
a call could mean literally anything, but here's the thing. It doesn't matter. Not anymore. What matters is that you knew more than what you let on initially, and you still said nothing. First, I was gonna say, how is it someone cannot remember the sheer scale in the last 4 years of lies that they've told everyone else, unless there's 2 reasons for that. A, Nezzie has lied to herself so many fucking times that she's actually convinced herself of it. She's actually fallen for her own
I mean, that's very possible. So that happens a lot more commonly than you think.
lies. Or B, she's such a habitual fucking liar that she can't remember when she does it. It is a normal part of her everyday life, being a hypocrite and constantly lying. That's why she has no issue with it. She has an issue when other people
not
make
Nerf.
fuck-ups, but when it comes to herself, it's a
I was
constant
talking about
excuse
Nerd
every
City.
time. Excuses that we can see don't apply to anyone fucking else when she's the one taking issue with them. But when people are taking issue with her, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. Someone like that has to be a fucking nightmare to deal with in real life, like in a
Yep.
social setting. Like, I'm actually feeling bad here. I'm actually feeling bad, not for Nezzie, but for Nezzie's family. And I don't know anything about them. Again, I'm not going to look into them. I want to make that very clear, because she loves to push this stalking thing. The point that I'm making here is, someone like this has to be completely fucking miserable to deal with. Has to be sapping away any sort of life around them.
Yeah, just a pure energy vampire. I know people like that. That, like, they just let everybody around them know that they are miserable, and they're gonna make it your problem.
The kind of individual at the family Thanksgiving you avoid. That's the only way I can explain this. How you can have no fucking recollection of anything you've done that could possibly anyone could ever take issue with at all. Zero. You somehow manage to remember the fuck-ups that everyone else has done, or what they've done that you don't like, and then insist that you've already apologized for the FCK shit, when no, you haven't. You didn't even really apologize for what you did in the video, which I'm not even looking for an apology because that's 4 years way too fucking late. We all know you're not sorry. We can see it. That's why you keep fucking lying. That's why you keep downplaying it. You're not sorry at all, so I don't want to hear that you're sorry when you're not actually. Because, like, I don't say sorry when I'm not sorry. And I don't want to hear someone else say sorry when they're not. What I want is the fucking truth. That's it. That's all I fucking want. That's what any of us really want, but you've made it abundantly clear that we're not going to get it from you. Either because you're entirely incapable of it.
I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to, doesn't it? Just, we all know that Nezzie isn't sorry, and she's never gonna be sorry. And I think a lot of these people would be a lot better off right now if they would just be honest with themselves and say, hey, I don't really feel sorry for this. I think if more people were just honest, this would be a lot simpler.
Because
I knew a girl like that when we hung out as a group. She loved to bring up shocking things at the most inappropriate moments. I think it's like one of those things where, like, they just wanted to get a rise out of you. Or to see your reaction or some shit.
you are a habitual.
Alright, we'll let this play out.
Because you've actually started believing your own bullshit, which is an even more frightening thing, and doesn't fucking shock me that you're medicated to the point that your brain is fucking turning to mush. But what astounds me even more is that someone who reacts so horribly when it comes to them being in the hot seat, but revels and enjoys. Because as we've seen from her tweets,
yeah, this is one of her tweets. People will be selfish as fuck, and then when everything you warned them was gonna happen happens, they look at you like you're the bad guy. You think I'm gonna pity you after you fucked everyone over numerous times? Quote, be the bigger person. I am. I'm not letting you fucking step all over me. I'm putting my foot down. Wait, is this... Yeah, this is the same time. Huh. These are the consequences of your bullshit. My kindness is not your get-out-of-jail-free card, so sit there and stew in the cell you got yourself into. Wow, so bold, so brave.
All right, folks.
God damn it. I did it again.
I'm stalking and harassing her. But when she was talking about me, literally admitted to watching my fucking Twitter account up until it was suspended, that wasn't stalking though. But me just tweeting to her or commenting on her YouTube channel, that's fucking stalking and harassment. That's what her and her friends love to tell themselves. You can actually hear it in the call with Laka, Ellie Momelli, and Doodle Tones. Doodle Tones is the first one to say it, and then Ellie goes on and repeats the same thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope something came out of this. It gives you a really good look who Nezzie Monster is, how they truly are. And I'm not saying they're good, I'm not saying they're bad, but they're very clearly someone that shouldn't be trying to fucking grandstand other people talking about how they need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Because clearly when it comes to their fuck-ups, it's entirely different. And I guarantee you...
That's the thing, like, if they weren't, like, trying to constantly make it a moral situation and constantly, again, just grandstand on other people about what they should know better than to do and shit like that, if they weren't constantly doing that before all this, it wouldn't... And also during it, too. Like, I don't think people would have made such a big deal out of it, right? At least I wouldn't have. I would have been like, I mean, like, if you want my personal opinion, it's like, I think removing yourself from a situation like that, and, like, if it were me in Nezzie's shoes, and I was in a Discord server where I found out that one of the adults was being inappropriate with minors, what I'd probably do is I'd obviously remove myself from the Discord. Maybe try to warn the minors, like, hey, maybe don't interact with this person. And try to, maybe not even, like, talk to the victims per se, but, like, just talk to the server owners. And say, like, hey, this shit's going on, this should stop. And then remove myself from the situation. I don't think you really need to do, you're not obligated to do anything more than that, in my personal opinion. Some people might disagree, but that's just my take on it. But yeah. But again, it's not anything we haven't heard before. We can't even 100% verify that these text messages are from Nezzie Monster. So, at this point, it's just like, I don't know. I'm willing to bet that they are from Nezzie Monster, but I just can't imagine why somebody would use the "I thought it was illegal" excuse for not showing the names. That's so bizarre to me. I mean, that indicates that the person is just a terminally online person. In my opinion. It's the fact that everything she has said to defend herself, she has previously criticized people for. Memory issues, knowing about Toasty, and comparing him to V, etc. Yeah. Just like the statements that she's made, like, said ad nauseum of, like, no, these people need to be held accountable today. Today! You know? It's just like, alright. And then they get incredulous and offended when people try to hold them to that same exact standard. I think most of the people in the FCK situation could have gotten out of this without much blame, but they all started grandstanding and pointing fingers. Exactly! I feel like if a lot of them just said, just like, you know, got down to it and then just said, like, okay, we fucked up here, and we're sorry for that. How can we help the victims moving forward? If more of them did that, there wouldn't be a fucking issue here. So they really shot themselves in the foot by doing that. And then on top of it, like, adding insult to injury, trying to be like, you're hurting the victims because of our lies. It's just crazy to me. But, another good Akumu video. Nothing really wrong with it. It's just a lot of, the stuff that we've already heard. Okay. Well, we know what time it is now. D'Angelo Wallace made a Cody Co video. And I guess Penguin Zero has also made a Cody Co video. Probably because of the D'Angelo Wallace video. But to give a brief summary and just tell you what I know about the Cody Co situation is that Cody Co is being accused of having what I mean, like, from what I understand, having sex with Tana Mojo while Tana Mojo was still a minor and he was 25. That's what I know about the situation so far. And I'm very curious, because, like, I saw... The way I found out about this, actually, is that I wanted to look more into Nerd City. And, I wanted to, like, go on Twitter and just, like, look up his name and just see what people were saying about him, or if there's anything he's done, like, recently, that's worth talking about. Other, like, aside from the, like, whole I hate cats fiasco, which is already a sin against God, but that's besides the point. But I you know, I was going on Twitter and I saw that Cody was trending, and I was like, okay, either he put out a banger video or he died. So, let's find out what that is. No, it's, allegations of, statutory rape, basically. And, everyone was, pointing back to this video made by D'Angelo Wallace, so... I want to see if there's any merit to the claims. I didn't know he still made videos. I don't really know him all that much, to be honest. I only heard his name through Akumu. That's about it. Alright. I guess, and I'm going in completely blind, by the way. So, outside of what I've already told you, I don't know much of anything else about this. So, we'll just get started.
Alright, Cody, let's have an uncomfortable conversation. So
this is such a weird title, too. An uncomfortable conversation about Cody Co. Alright, then.
someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor.
Someone... Okay. Alright.
But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mojo. And you know that people are ignoring this because nobody is working harder to bury this story than you. And you're getting away with it because commentary YouTube has a serious problem. I can't blame any of your viewers or my viewers for not hearing about this because you've done such a good job hiding it up until now that I only found out about it recently. The situation has been talked about by smaller channels, it's been discussed at length on other platforms, and it keeps almost hitting the mainstream, like with this Rolling Stone article or this H3 podcast discussion. But the reason it hasn't caught on yet, despite all of this, is that none of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
A lot of people...
Right, but in order for it to make him look terrible, you have to prove that it's true first.
like him a lot, and they really are like doing any kind of mental gymnastic to just...
Like, what's the evidence that this actually happened? Because we need to look for three things here if we're looking at an accusation like this. One, did this actually happen? Did Cody Co actually have, you know, sex with Tana Mojo while she was still a minor? Two, what else is... There's three things. Hold on. My brain's on fire. Two, was Cody Co aware of their age at the time? And also, what was Tana Mojo's, like, actual age at the time? And was Cody Co aware of her age at the time? I think all of those factors are very important. So, I mean, unless there are, like, screenshots to prove it, or, like, anything, or even, like, an admittance, or anything, from Cody Co himself, I find it hard to just believe Tana's word. That's the thing. Because she's been known to lie in the past. Tana was 17? Okay, see that's why Tana's, like, exact age plays a part into this, because there's the possibility that Cody Co just didn't know that Tana was still 17. He might have assumed that she was 18, older. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what kind of evidence that they have.
Ignore it.
I'm not here to accuse you of committing a crime in this video because I can't do that based on someone else's allegations. Nobody.
So you basically don't have proof then? Is that what I'm hearing, D'Angelo? But we'll continue.
They can definitively take these allegations as proof, but at the same time, they should...
Okay, so then they don't have proof. There's no evidence. Guys, I'm already not liking this video.
they'll be looked
But
at
we'll
and
keep
not
going.
treated as an open secret and swept under the rug like you've been doing for so many years now. And
It's not that it's not that it's being swept under the rug. It's that there's no merit to it because it's just Tana's word. So far anyway. Unless he has proof in here. And like I see a couple of screenshots of words, so maybe there is something in there. One second, guys. She told Cody that Tana was 17. Gabby Hanna told Keemstar years ago, allegedly. That's the thing. Again, you have to prove that not only this happened, but that Cody was aware of Tana's age before they had sex. It can't be after the fact, right? You know. Anyway, we'll keep going.
from the way the situation keeps popping up more and more often, it's clear that there's only so much rug sweeping you can do before people start taking a closer look at things. So let's take a closer look. We both know that Tana Mojo is a YouTube personality with a history of lies, controversy, and genuinely problematic behavior.
Yeah, and that is taken into account, especially when it's only her word against his.
That's become so entangled with her brand that her podcast is called Cancelled with Tana Mojo. And speaking of this podcast, about a month ago, she hosted a live episode in front of an audience, and the conversation turned to you.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with? Oh my god, did no one look at me, Cody Code. I can say that. I was literally 17, I can say that.
This clip started making the rounds, and people were understandably perturbed, because if Tana Mojo was 17, you would have been 25. So people started—
Right, but again, did he know? Did he know that she was 17? I think people are forgetting that criminal intent is a thing that you have to take into account.
speculating a generally feminist—
God damn it! I did it again! Guys, I'm fucked up.
I can say that. I was literally 17, I can say that.
This clip started making the rounds, and people were understandably perturbed, because if Tana Mojo was 17, you would have—
Also, I mean, this is kind of a moot point because it doesn't really matter, like, on an ethical standpoint. But also, if, it depends on the state they were in, too, if it was actually a criminal act or not, doesn't it?
been 25.
Unless she was, like, taken across state lines with the intention to have sex with her, like, in a state where it was legal.
So people started speculating, and Tana decided to set the record straight.
Yeah, he knew. Gabby Hanna told him the night it happened. Gabby Hanna, I mean, again, I'm kind of doing the thing that Lio does. I mean, Gabby Hanna is also known for exaggerating truths, but also we'd need to hear right from Cody, because I don't know, like, because those are two people I really don't trust, because they've had their own issues with dishonesty in the past. Yeah, like, is it proven that she told him? That's a good question. Like, is it in a text message? Is it in a recorded call? Or is it just, again, Gabby and Tana's word? Because I don't trust their word based on all the things that they've said and done in the past. I'm sorry, I just don't.
I hooked up with Cody Cole when I was 17 and he was 25.
She claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you, and you went ahead anyway.
There was a
But again, this is just her saying that this is the case.
situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him, like, yo, she's 17, and then we still went and hooked up.
To be clear, 17 is under the age of consent in many states, including Florida, where Playlist Live used to take place. So this means that Tana Mojo is accusing you of statutory rape, and she's not trying to hide that.
This isn't just some crazy tea. It was a crime.
Nothing would make this situation better, but plenty of things make it worse, like the fact that she was a fan of yours at the time, adding an additional layer to the power dynamic you would have had over her.
I grew up loving him, and I think you know what I mean? Like, I was just, like, excited and a fan.
Tana seems to have many feelings about this, which we'll go over a bit later, but she stated very clearly that the actions she's accusing you of are inexcusable.
If I
Yeah, we know, but you have to prove that it happened first before we get into the morality or ethics of it. Yeah, if it happened and he was aware that she was 17, like fully aware of it, then that would prove criminal intent. That would prove that yes, the shit was disgusting. It could be, because I don't think Tana's necessarily lying. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Tana is lying, although it's possible. Like, I'm saying it's possible that they probably did hook up and have sex when she was 17. But, again, I feel like I'm gonna repeat myself a lot here. You need to prove that he was aware. And Gabby's word isn't all that much better, because Gabby's also, like, a known, like, psychopathic liar.
Had a 17-year-old daughter or a little sister or something, like, I would kill. I would never let it fly.
These recent allegations are bad enough on their own, but there are a couple of things that make them worse still. Things that many people don't know yet, but you do. You know that Tana has been making this same specific claim against you for years now. Here she is back in 2021 saying the same thing.
I was 17 at the time, 18. I started kind of hooking up with other people. Shout out JC Kalen, shout out Cody Co.
But what lends the most credibility to Tana's claims, and what is really the most damning thing for you, Cody, is a clip that you might not have even seen yet. See, I read the Rolling Stone article, I watched the YouTube videos about this, and they all missed something. And I understand why. The clip I'm about to show you is extremely hard to find. The original has been lost to time, and it's a wonder we have this on video at all. But if there was anything to give me any more clarity about these allegations before I formed my opinion, I was going to find it. Remember how Tana said that fellow YouTuber Gabby Hanna tried to stop you before everything allegedly went down? Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him make—
Why is it so blurry? Why is it so— is this just D'Angelo's editing style to make every single clip incredibly blurry and hard to see? For whatever reason?
Making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my god, thank you for telling me. And then he turned that—
This is really
just completely cut her off. Yeah, it's all still hearsay, and it comes from two people whose word I personally do not trust their word on anything, because they've been known to lie about people consistently.
really bad. People make accusations all—
It's an old clip, I mean, yeah, but it doesn't have to— is it really that blurry? There's no record of it on YouTube?
The time, specifically regarding things that are very difficult to prove or disprove, unfortunate as that may be. But when somebody makes an allegation and they say they have a witness, and that witness can be found telling the exact same story years before any of this came out, that's not something I can just ignore. In a situation—
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, if you know the reputation of these people, and you know that they have a reputation of just making shit up, or playing shit up for views, or making a spectacle out of themselves, and they say something like that, I feel like the old phrase of, if it doesn't apply, let it fly, might come into play here. Like, if you know these guys have a reputation for being dishonest, I mean, it doesn't look good, but at the same time, I don't necessarily, like, blame people for ignoring it. But now that it's becoming more widespread, I would want to see what Cody has to say about this. If he's going to confirm it or just flat out deny everything, that's what we need to hear first before everyone's like, "Oh my god, he committed a crime." It's like, we don't know that yet. We don't know that at all yet.
Situation that cannot be proven, corroboration by a third party goes a long way.
Yeah, but it's a third party that's also known for lying. If you guys don't remember, you can look up Chad's video on Gabby Hanna. This is very recent stuff, like last year and the year before that, where Gabby was like on a psycho arc, and like melting down about people and lying about like people calling them narcissists and like freaking the fuck out and being caught out lying on a lot of different things. and just being exposed as like a nightmare person to work with. And so when it comes to accusations and allegations, credibility does go an extremely long way, and neither of these people have good reputations for very clear reasons. It's not like they have bad reputations for no reason or because they're women. It's because they've lied about shit before.
And frankly, Cody, the allegations against you seem to have been corroborated, but instead of
No, they haven't, by 2 people.
researching to find these answers like I did, many of your fans seem far more interested in attacking your accuser.
I have seen so many comments, but what was she wearing? It's Tana, so who cares? Well, it's Tana Mojo.
The reaction to this has been unsurprising but incredibly disappointing.
Again, people that I know to be liars, Lio, have made accusations against me. And it's like a lot of them aren't even worth like addressing because you know, well, it's just Lio. Lio's known to lie. Of course he's going to lie about shit like this. Right? Not every accusation is worth addressing. I mean, sure, when it comes to statutory rape, I think that's a bit more serious. So again, I think that Cody does need to respond to this instead of like hiding from it. Because that does make him look a bit more suspicious. He needs to come out and either confirm it or deny it.
Demanding proof that they know she can't provide.
But that's the thing. I don't think that's a bad thing to ask for proof. Again, this is just the, like, believe all women mentality. Like, how dare you ask a victim for proof of the thing that they're accusing another person of? It'd be one thing if Tana was saying this about an unknown person and just sharing it as, like, a story time. And people were coming out being like, oh, do you have proof for this? Because it's like, if it's an anonymous accusation, you don't really need proof for it. If you're accusing someone anonymously who you're not going to give out the identity of. But when it comes to actively and straightforwardly accusing somebody of a crime, you need to have proof of it. Right? Or to at least give the accused room to defend themselves. He should lawyer up first? I think so too. If this stuff is false, or he has a good case to defend himself, he needs to get a lawyer for sure.
Acting like she's only doing this to gain clout or ruin you somehow.
I mean, she's done that sort of thing before.
Despite the fact that she's never once put your name in a video title over this. Or worst of all, implying that a 17-year-old could have truly consented to any of this. But let's be clear about one thing. That is not the case. No amount of retroactive age calculations or what-if scenarios change the fact that what Tana described would be, objectively speaking, a crime.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that it happened. That's the thing. I don't think any reasonable person is sitting here arguing, well, it's not a crime. What they did in Florida. That's not a crime because for whatever arbitrary reason, right? Or, you know, trying to argue about if a 17-year-old is able to consent or not. I don't think that they're able to. I hardly think, like, I'm still of the opinion that I don't even think, like, 20-year-olds could consent to a lot of shit yet. But that's just me, right? The point is that you have to prove it because you're accusing somebody of a very serious crime. That's when you need to have proof. I think I'm trying to keep up with what you guys are saying. Kodiko is also best friends with another sexual assaulter. Keep watching, the video mentions it. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean that he did what he's being accused of. D'Angelo gave me a wet willy behind an Arby's in 2010. I have no proof, but 2 of my friends saw it. Cancel him. Yeah, aren't Tana and Gabby friends? Like, of course they'd corroborate this together.
A crime which you've said absolutely nothing about.
Anyway.
And even if this wasn't illegal, you remember being 25. You would have known then, as I currently know it.
Again, D'Angelo is just sort of working under the presumption that this is true and this actually happened, and that he was aware of her age. Which, again, hasn't been proven, and we haven't even heard from Kodiko about this situation yet. So, there's already a couple of key things that are missing here.
Alright, Cody.
God damn it! I did it again!
And it's a wonder we have this on video at all. But if there was anything to find these answers like I did, many of you, because you remember being 17
Here we
too.
go.
Now, thankfully, Tana's personal experience with this isn't one of trauma. In fact, I've seen...
That's such a weird thing to say, too. I'm sure you remember being 25. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, keep going.
people defending you by saying, Tana said she doesn't care, so why should any of us care? But that's not exactly what she was saying.
I don't...
The thing is, he's taking, I think he's taking, like, the odd comment from this and that, like, person on the internet, but what is he taking, like, whatever. Just getting what the peanut gallery is saying on a lot of things isn't, like, proof that there's, like, a widespread cover-up going on.
Associate or hold it with trauma because...
Is Tana actually pressing charges about this or anything? Statute of limit... let me look up... Even if she were, it was more than 2 years ago. Statute of limitations is 2 years in Florida, just from like cursor, like just from a very basic Google search. So even if she wanted to press charges, I don't think she can. I do want to ask, though, is Tana actually Oh, yeah, I read that already.
Because I am such a comparative person where I'm like, so many worse things have happened to me.
And even if something isn't consciously internalized as an identifiable source of trauma, the body keeps the score.
I know things.
Yeah, I know. Traumatic shit is traumatic. I get it.
The person has tried to come forward about her experience and has been met with the most vitriolic victim blaming I've seen in years. She's been dismissed, discredited, and disbelieved before anybody ever gave her a chance.
I mean, that's like the unfortunate side effect of, like, you know, going your early career, not giving a shit about your reputation and just lying about shit. That is the unfortunate, like, you've cried wolf so many times that when something may have actually happened, people aren't going to believe you. That's unfortunately what happens when you lie about shit constantly. Is that people are going to know you as a liar. I'm sorry that that's the outcome, but, you know, when you make allegations in the future, you're gonna have to prove them. Because most people, understandably, aren't just gonna take what she says at face value just because she's a woman and hashtag believe all women. It's just not gonna happen. And it shouldn't happen. You shouldn't just take people's accusations at face value, especially if they are known to be dishonest. I'm sorry. I don't believe in the whole believe all women narrative. And for good reason.
Because it's Tana. Alright, Cody.
God damn it! Fuck me. I gotta stop doing that.
Around you are telling you as well. But from one creator to another, you absolutely have an obligation to.
We gotta back up a little bit.
People didn't like that much. Oh my God. I would be receiving so much more sympathy.
I find your silence on the situation to be uncomfortable because I know that if Tana's allegations are true, then silence would be your only option, since telling the truth would...
I mean, he's got a point. Typically, if somebody knows that they're guilty, they're more likely to stay quiet about it. That is definitely a possibility, which is why I'm also of the opinion that Cody needs to, like, say something about this or address it. Or at least try to defend himself. Unless he wants to come out and just say, yes, this is true. 'Cause, like, even then... it would still be, like, maybe it would ruin his reputation, but I don't think he'd have to worry about, like... criminal charges, because again, it goes past the statute of limitations. But, I mean, I guess Tana Mojo could sue him. That's a possibility.
would be tantamount to confessing to a crime, and lying would put you at risk of being contradicted by a witness. And like I
There's a witness? What do you think, there was like a voyeur in the room? A witness. A witness. Sorry. Listen, man, like, there must have been like some kind of text message or like text correspondence between them. You know, in this day and age, it's hard to believe there wasn't any kind of correspondence that could like any of them might have had about this. Like, maybe they text somebody else, like, dude, I just banged Cody Co, OMG. You know? There must have been something like that. Cody Co's sex tape? Yeah, unless there was a witness. That killed me. That's funny.
I told you at the beginning, I'm not accusing you of committing a crime.
Yeah, but you're very heavily hinting at it through your words and just taking Tana's word at face value. I know he has to put in the ifs in there just to save his ass legally, but like, he's very much leaning in Tana's favor of just believing her, which is fine if he wants to do that. But I don't expect everyone to just believe Tana, because I don't. Not until I see like either an admittance or some proof, because Tana, again, is known to lie about stuff, and so is Gabby. They've lied about so many people in the past, and they've lied about like the smallest of things. Your pause game on point again? Oh, sorry.
But even if what Tana says is false, your silence is still grossly incompetent at best. Why are you choosing the path that would be your only option if you were guilty? Now, some seem to think that you're not obligated to speak up, and maybe that's what people around you are.
No, he's not obligated to speak up, but he definitely should. Like, especially now that it's becoming a much bigger thing. I can understand him maybe not, Okay, hold on. Villa's leaving, so I'm just gonna say goodbye real quick. Yay! Okay, sorry. I'm back. Look at that memeable face. Look, I'm not saying that Tana is in fact a liar. I'm saying that... Okay, I'm gonna say that it's possible that Gabby is a liar. Or is making shit up, or is misremembering things, or exaggerating things. Because she has a lot of issues that would lead to that being very possible. When it comes to, like, he said, she said, reputation does matter. Unfortunately. Or you're not going, you just gotta stop playing games. That's fair. I also have dailies to do as well, so I'll probably do those. But yeah, Villa, welcome to the end of A Realm Reborn. We're up to the very end. I think the next dungeon is the last dungeon. All the accusers have a history of over-dramatizing things or obfuscating the truth. Yeah, but again, they're sort of appealing to that believe all women mindset, or that, you know, that crowd who are like, how dare you not believe a woman's accusations because women good, men bad. It's really frustrating. When it comes to serious shit like this, I feel like you need proof. Unfortunately. Especially when you have a bad reputation.
Telling you as well. But from one...
Livy being a Gaius Yandere fangirl was not something I was ready for. Dude. But it's cool, isn't it?
Creator to another, you absolutely have an obligation to, at the very...
I mean, if you were paying attention to earlier cutscenes, you would have noticed it. Definitely. But you skipped a lot of the early stuff, so of course you wouldn't... of course you were caught off guard. You skipped all, like, you skipped the first half of the game.
least, call out the misogyny, the victim blaming, and all manner of cognitive dissonance that's coming from your audience in the name of defending.
This is cognitive dissonance, by the way. Nah, I ride for Cody till I die. It's BS until there's any actual evidence. Tana has never been a trustworthy source for anything in her life. So that's cognitive dissonance. For someone to be like, I need to see proof because I don't trust this person. Okay.
You against allegations that you're too cowardly to address. And to be clear, this is cowardice, because you demonstrate it whenever there's controversy afoot. Tana's further claims make it sound like you're
What is Cody Co's at, by the way? Because we can check if he's, like, even hinted at addressing this yet or not.
terrified.
I said something about it online and it was starting to surface, and he texted me like, are we good? And was like, I said yeah. And like he was,
show the texts. She says there are texts. Wait, hold on.
You're terrified.
Wait, hold on.
I said something about it online and it was starting to surface, and he texted me like, are we good? And was like, I said yeah. And like he was like, my wedding's coming up.
You do have a history.
Wait. There are text messages that exist. Show the text messages. Why not? Why not show the text messages? I don't get it. They texted about it. Like I said, there are text messages where they talk about it, or at least hint at it. Why not show the text messages? There's no harm in showing them, if what you're saying is true. Yeah, show the text messages.
Choices when you're terrified of people finding things out, like your history of using slurs.
No, God. Oh, no. No! He said the N-word with the soft A! No! How could he? No! That must mean he's guilty, guys. Guys, he's obviously guilty because he said the N-word.
There's more clips than that,
oh,
but the
God.
reason most people are blissfully unaware of them
it's
is
all
because
over
you posted
now.
your vague apology, not on Twitter, not on YouTube, but on
Yeah, it's not like I'm automatically I don't like that I'm automatically biased against women. Dude, same. Dude, same. But come on, give me literally anything. Tana was... Exactly! Tana did it too! Oh my God, you're right! That was the entire drama back then. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, if you're gonna go after Cody Co for that, aren't you... Like, what about Tana? Tana was way worse about it. What are you talking about? Bro. He said the N-word once. It's so Jover.
Patreon, despite acknowledging in your apology that the clips were surfacing on Twitter.
Okay, here's... Wait, is this... So he's saying that Cody Co is acknowledging the allegations even, like, vaguely here?
Of them is because you posted your vague apology not on Twitter, not on YouTube, but on Patreon, despite acknowledging in your apology that the clips were surfacing.
Oh, this is about the N-word. Got it. Who fucking cares? Go cry about it. I don't know. I don't use the N-word because it's not in my vocabulary and I don't care to say it. Like, I'm not gonna cry just because I'm not allowed to use a certain word, right? I don't really want to say the N-word and I don't want it in my vocabulary, so I'm not going to. But, like, I'm not gonna fucking throw, like, a fit if other people decide to say the word, like, in that way. Tana used it in a much nastier way back then. It wasn't a vague apology, it's an apology. What does he say? Hey y'all, some old vines where I said some really insensitive things have been surfacing on Twitter. They were really ignorant videos and I wish I never made them. So yeah, he's just... I mean, he could be more direct about it, like, hey, I said the N-word, sorry. But like, yeah, last thing I'd want is for someone to feel alienated because of something stupid I said. It's not really a vague apology, you're right, that is just an apology.
Surfacing on Twitter. This is one of many examples of your poor handling of controversy. Not many people know that...
Guys, he apologized for something that people got upset about. That's how he handles shit poorly. Yeah, okay.
You've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos, until it came out that during your school days, Leachman's university put him on probation for, as a United States District Judge would later put it, the non-consensual videotaping of a sex act with another student, showing the video to other people, lying to the police about the video, and behaving horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. To make matters worse...
Okay, but was he aware of that? Was he aware that that happened and he was okay with it? Again, just not acknowledging that intent matters here. Like, oh my god, you used to be friends with somebody who then got called out for something criminal that they did. Okay, but did he know about this?
As a United Leachman's University on Twitter. This is one of many examples.
You've been known to associate with somebody who was later called out for doing something bad. How dare you?
Of your poor handling of controversy. Not many people know that you've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college...
Yeah, was he aware of those actions and did he stand by those actions? If not, this is just pure guilt by association. Past association.
Friend Colby Leachman in your videos, until it came out that during your school days, Leachman's university put him on probation for, as a United States District Judge would later put it, the non-consensual videotaping of a people, horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. To make matters worse, the woman in the video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording.
What does this got to do with Cody Co? Was Cody in the room when the drugging happened? No? Then it doesn't fucking matter here. Was Cody the one holding the drugs?
And that she hadn't actually consented to anything at all. You had this...
They're still best friends? Oh, seriously? Oh. Because he made it sound like it was a past thing.
Many examples of your poor handling of controversy. Not many people know that you've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman.
Wait.
You used to frequently feature and promote...
Yeah, it says he used to feature and promote. Okay. He was one of his groomsmen last year. Ooh. So that was after this shit came out? When did this stuff come out?
An eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos, until it came out that during your school days...
Colby Leachman. (2018). That's a sexual assault lawsuit. They were not criminally charged. They said the sexual contact was consensual. Am I looking at the right person here?
Leachman's University.
Yeah, I am. So this is back in 2018, or 2019 rather. Oh my god, I don't care. Okay, I guess we're not reading this article. Yeah, was it proven that this happened, or was it just an accusation? This is the same article that we were trying to read. He entered a plea deal. Okay. And was placed... So he entered a plea deal and was placed on probation. Doesn't necessarily... Okay, I know I'm coping here, but it doesn't necessarily mean guilt. It just means that they are pleading because they know they're likely to lose the case. But that is still something. Yeah, we don't know all the nuances of this case. I think bringing it up here is a bit of a... It's just like trying to add on more dirt.
Video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording and that she hadn't actually consented.
Hiring doctor was approximately called partner. She claims in her brief that Duke's breach exacerbated the trauma she suffered as a result of the drug. Ultimately caused her to leave Duke, which is the school. Yeah, what was the plea? What was the deal? Yeah, you're
to
right.
Anything at all. You had this man
D'Angelo mentions there's video evidence. Okay.
in your videos. You were telling us to follow him on Instagram, and at some point you did wise up, so he's no longer part of your content, but he still seems like he's very much a part of your friend group. From the continued hangout since then to inviting him to your wedding just last year, people are under the impression that you're best friends with someone who, at best, committed an illegal sex act and at worst is an alleged
At best, but I mean, it's not proven. Again, it's another thing that isn't like proven in a court of law. But I mean, the fact that he did enter a plea deal about it it lends some credibility to it. But again, this doesn't prove that Cody did the things he's being accused of. And it might be that Cody genuinely thinks that his friend is innocent. That's another thing, Grimskull. Thanks for pointing that out. Like, is Cody, like, is it the fact that he is aware of the fact that his friend did these things and he believes that it's okay? Or is it that he believes that his friend is innocent? It's a good thing to point out, Grim.
rapist. And no matter how many times people rediscover this information over the years, you refuse to say anything at all. You could clarify this.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't help Cody Ko's case by not at all addressing it. He's not obligated to, but he definitely should, in my opinion.
But you won't. But now your cowardice has reached a new low. You've tried speaking, and you've tried silence, and now you're choosing censorship. On your
Wait, he's tried speaking? I thought you said he hasn't addressed it, but now you're saying he has addressed it?
YouTube channel where you've been pumping out content nearly every day now, I couldn't find a single comment on your last video about this situation.
I mean, I'm not even like, I don't like, okay, so the way I found out about Cody Ko is that I found him through the Jake Paul drama, and I was like, damn, this guy's pretty funny. And then I found, I stopped watching him after a while because I felt like Noel Miller was funnier. Just gonna say that. Noel Miller was funnier than him, in my opinion, so I stopped watching Cody and started watching Noel. Listen, sorry. My autism is kicking in strong today. Has he spoken about it? He's a coward now? Like, yeah. Like, has he or has he not spoken about it yet?
Even one. Comparing that to the comment section on your...
Yeah, but this is before it blew up, right? Choosing not to openly address... You should never rush when it's something like this. I mean, yeah, but... allegedly, this accusation has been going on for years. And he's just, like, hiding from it, I guess. That's what they're saying.
Your Instagram.
The rot is growing.
Where every single comment I saw was about this, it's clear that you're heavily censoring your audience on YouTube.
The absence of comments about that is not proof that he's censoring comments. I'm sorry.
But surely you must have realized the limits by now, since people have just transferred the conversation over to your wife's channel. The fact that her comment section is overrun due to your decision to stay silent about...
Okay, so this was something that was like... I thought the D'Angelo video was the thing that was bringing this out of the woodwork. I see. Okay. If one is being flooded with comments about this, but the other isn't, at the same time, that is something worth noting.
About this should be all the proof you need that that decision was...
Yeah, he needs to either, like... If it's true, he needs to confess to it. If it's false, he needs to lawyer up.
Wrong. At this point, your silence and censorship are a response with disturbing implications. The only thing that I've seen this hidden portion of your audience asking for is the truth. so why aren't you telling it? And your silence isn't the only one that's bothering me either.
All these Reddit threads, like if my name's on any thread, it's all getting deleted.
I witnessed the heavy-handed moderation of your subreddit in real time as I researched this video. I would refresh the page and posts would suddenly be unapproved by moderators after racking up hundreds of comments, removed because they could, quote, instigate drama, or more commonly, just locked and or removed with no reason given whatsoever. I'm sure whoever—
If he was doing something like this for research purposes, wouldn't he just record? Like screen record it or something? I don't know.
Is doing this,
These seem like very cropped screenshots, because we don't know what post those
moderation
are
of your
being,
subreddit
like,
in real time as
whatever.
I researched this video. I would refresh the page and posts would
Look at these
suddenly
screenshot
be
again.
unapproved.
Like again, there's no hint at what this post was about being shown here, so we don't know if it was about the allegations or it was about something else entirely.
Removed by moderators after racking up hundreds of comments, removed because
your post has been removed because it could instigate drama, but we don't know what post is being removed. Like, we don't get to see the context of that post.
They could, quote, instigate drama, or more commonly, just locked and or removed with—
Yeah, again, the post is locked and comments can't be posted on it, but we don't know what that post said. So
no
again,
reason
these are heavily cropped here.
given whatsoever. I'm sure whoever is doing this thinks they're helping you, but you should probably tell them.
Yeah, again, rogue moderators deciding to ban certain discussions from your subreddit because they feel like they're either false or controversial doesn't mean that Cody himself is guilty or is the one doing that.
That they're making things look 10 times worse. But it's not just your moderators, it's your friends and fellow YouTubers too. It's no coincidence that with the exception of the H3 podcast, I haven't seen a single channel over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that this situation exists. And I'm
That doesn't mean they're censoring it though.
not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this either. I mean the same channels—
I highly doubt any legal proceeding would come from this, unless it was Cody, like, suing Tana for defamation. Like, that's the only thing I could feasibly see coming out of this. Like, it would either be Tana filing a civil suit against Cody for, like, emotional damage or trauma or whatever, which would be a difficult thing to prove, or it would be Cody Co, you know, suing Tana for defamation, which is also a difficult thing to prove. So, it's all up in the air, honestly.
that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channels that are now completely ignoring a scenario with an even bigger creator being accused of doing something much worse. You can't say it.
I mean, true, we haven't really seen proof for either thing. But Twitch is alleging that the proof exists. The fact that Twitch is acknowledging that chat logs exist for the Dr. Disrespect thing is different from just Tana's words saying that something happened, but there's no... Well, apparently, there are logs that might corroborate what she's saying, but she's not showing them.
It's because the allegations are unconfirmed, because the channels that I'm talking about discuss rumors all the time, and this video is all the proof you need that there's still plenty to discuss even without making definitive statements.
You've made so many definitive statements here. Come on now.
The general public may not know about the situation, but I promise you, anyone who's online enough to run a YouTube channel does.
The amount of people in this industry who like want to protect him and are like talking to me in a way where it's like they, you know what I mean? Like, or even,
I mean, to be fair, a lot of podcasts these days, they kind of treat their podcast like a therapy session. Let's be honest. It's not just Tana doing it.
just friends like, but I love him.
The community's silence on this has been so staggering that people are now saying that commentary YouTube is a boys club, aka a male-dominated space that mistreats women while enabling and protecting men. And the truth is, Cody, whether you're guilty or not—
Yeah, we need to protect the guys from allegations. Guys, it's a bad thing to protect your friends from unsubstantiated allegations. Do you think she may have not shown them because her lawyer advised her not to? That would be an easy thing to just, for her to be able to just say. Like, if she is taking legal action against Cody, that's something that she's at liberty to just say that she's doing without going into detail.
You are
Is it definitive that she's taking legal action? I forget.
Are being enabled to ignore this and protected from having to respond as an act of misogyny towards Tana Mojo.
Oh, so now it's misogyny. Guys, if you don't believe her, you're a misogynist.
We both know that on our side of commentary YouTube, any man can easily elevate himself by dunking on misogynists in his content and espousing a generally feminist viewpoint.
Okay, is the rest of this just feminism good? Men bad?
Being illegal. But I can point out the facts. It's a fact that you and Tana were around each other during the years she specified.
Wow, how damning.
As seen in your uncomfortable collab videos, which are still online. It's a...
Okay, that doesn't prove... Okay, yeah. I can definitively prove that you and Tana knew each other. And did a couple of collab videos. Wow, so damning. Oh my god, they were both large creators in the same space, on the same platform, doing collab videos with each other. Guilty!
Fact that Gabby Hanna has made claims that seem to corroborate Tana's allegations against.
Wow, what a statement. It is a fact that claims were made. Brilliant. Thank you, D'Angelo Wallace. How insightful.
You. And it's a fact that you are suppressing your audience's knowledge of these allegations by censoring your YouTube.
You don't know that. That is not a definitive fact. That is your speculation. You wouldn't that's not a definitive fact because you're unable to like prove it.
To comment section. These things may not prove Tana's allegation, but you better believe that they contextualize them in a way.
How? How?
That you need to address. And you still have every...
This video could have been like 10 minutes shorter, honestly. Alright, so we got the gist of it. There's no concrete evidence. Apparently they're text messages, but she refuses to show them as of today. I don't know if she is or not, I just mentioned as a possibility. Yeah. Yeah, what exactly does it contextualize? I'm not quite sure. Okay, what is Cody's Twitter? Because I'll check and see if Cody's, like, responded to this at all yet. Alright. Actually, he doesn't post at all on his, Twitter, I guess. No, the last post he made on his Twitter was April of 2023, so... If he's making a statement anywhere, it's probably not gonna be there. So... I don't know. I guess at this point... We can't say definitively if one side is lying or the other side is guilty or whatever, like... I'm not gonna make, like... I don't trust the believe all women narrative. I'm not gonna just flat out believe Tana just because she's a woman. Alright? I don't buy that shit. And I also do not trust Gabby Hanna's word. Because Gabby Hanna is also a known liar. It's one thing when somebody has, like, concrete evidence for a claim that they're making, and you dismiss them because of their reputation. It's a whole other thing when all you have is their word that something happened and their reputation is bad. Right? This isn't like a Lio thing where he's not gonna trust any evidence that Akumu gives because Akumu bad. Therefore the evidence is bad too, because in this case there is no evidence. So, unless, like, the only thing that would substantiate these claims would be text messages between them corresponding or even talking about this situation, whether before or after it happened, or Cody coming out and admitting to it, or if he comes out and denies it. It's annoying that he's saying definitive, like there's a lot to lean towards Tana, but it feels weirdly dangerous to say, like, yeah, Tana was hurt. Exactly. Because we don't know the context behind what may have happened. Yeah, they might have had sex when she was 17, but you have to prove that he was aware of her age at the time. When the whole stuff between Tana and iDubbbz was happening, not even I knew how old Tana was. I thought that she was, like, in her, like, mid-20s, mid to early 20s at the time. I didn't know that she was, like, 18, if I recall correctly. So I think it's understandable if people might mistake her for being an adult when she's, like, close to being an adult already. Like, Gabby even said, like, in her thing, that she allegedly told him, I know she looks like an adult, or she looks older, but she's 17. That's the thing, right? So even Gabby confirms that, yeah, she looks like an adult. But there's no proof that he knew that she was 17. So yeah, when it comes to the Cody Co stuff, I am on the side of innocent until proven guilty. Sorry, I don't hashtag believe all women. Sorry. Okay. Should we look into the Boogie stuff?
Because I'm a people pleaser.
Really?
Alright, so let's get into this a little bit. I don't have any timestamps for this. I'm going into it blind. Apparently, Boogie is facing the music. Apparently.
To the worst podcast on the fucking planet. Locala.
I hate that I can't close the chat until it loads for me, and it takes like a minute for it to load. Jesus Christ, that is loud.
A tragedy happened in the country here in America.
Oh, are they going to talk about the Trump thing first? I don't really care for that.
Former Google search that you were looking for some BBC transgenders.
That I was helping dogpile on him and I didn't have his back. And I'm like, dog, I couldn't have your back. I had your back until you made it physically impossible not to have your back because you look guilty as fuck.
What did you say to that?
And, dude, he did the same thing to me. He did the same exact thing to me. He goes, you're supposed
Yeah, I get it too, Spar. I don't know how to fix it.
to be my friend. I just hung out.
He fucked me with a toothbrush! Like, her whole thing back then is that she used to heavily exaggerate her story times. That's how she got famous in the first place, by lying.
With you at your house and you attacked me. I go, dude, I thought in my head, and I swear to God, this is a true story. I thought
Umsley Medicare already did an amazing breakdown of that clip. So, probably not.
In my head, Destiny's gonna come on, say you're faking your cancer, and you're gonna prove you have cancer, because there's no way you would lie about something like that. And that was gonna be the end of it. Like, that's what we do on this show. If there's drama, we bring on guests to confront.
All right, here's what we can do now that we're covering this instead. I'm going to switch over to this lovely angle, and get Final Fantasy going. There we go. Now it's on screen. We'll do it this way, so that we can have something in the background. And we're probably going to be jumping around in this podcast because I don't want to just play the whole thing outright. But I do want to see if Boogie at least admits that he was lying. So... And guys, if you know ahead of time if he confesses anything, don't tell me, because I want to find out for myself, okay? No spoilers. Alright, let me get this going. I gotta, like... God, I have too many, like... Oh, there's Crying Markiplier. No, not that.
Come on over here.
Oh, there's Alex. Hold on.
No. Come on. You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
Okay, not that. Fuck, where is it? Minimize this. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. There we go. He went full Francis in a private call.
Wings.
Are you talking about... Which one are you talking about?
Sir Boogie with what's... Like, this was a standard thing. Who would have thought in a million years Boogie would be like, I'm not showing you my medical records. It's the only thing that's sacred to me. Motherfucker tells every aspect of his life. He's sitting on a documentary being like, I fucked all these prostitutes and this. There isn't a fucking thing about that guy he doesn't share.
So I think this is just them kind of recapping what happened last time.
Baby, and you listen to. Then why the fuck are you calling me?
Because Keem wanted me to call you and ask you, like, why you're not showing up. Is something go?
Oh, so is he calling Boogie because Boogie's not coming onto the stream? Yeah, I've seen the CopyZilla call. Yeah, I've seen that call.
Wrong between yesterday and today?
A lot of things have gone wrong lately, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
Oh my god, really, bro? Shut up.
I mean, like, I'm on the internet right now. Like, they think I don't like my wife, that I actually like transgender men with big
okay.
BCs.
Maybe
I mean,
he'll
like, you
stick up
got to
for
take
you.
and run with it.
Shot through the heart!
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that today.
Well, I'm not asking you to do that.
Well, apparently they convinced him to come on, so he did do it.
Okay.
No, he's going to get on. Tell him he better get the fuck on.
I said I would think about it.
Oh my god, he's doing the Lio thing. He probably said in a chat, like, yeah, let's do it. And now he's saying, oh, I said I would think about it. I didn't ever say I would actually do it.
Thought about it.
He's pulling a Lio.
What conclusion did you come to? So like this
I'm
time
not
next
used
week,
to this
you
level
think
of
you'll be in
scrutiny.
the mood to talk about it?
No,
Like,
he's
what's
coming on tonight. He is coming on tonight. Oh my god, he's coming on tonight. I swear to God, he's coming on tonight.
I'm definitely going to have.
Can I have his
Oh, what the
number?
fuck happened to my thing? Sorry, hold on.
So
there we go.
So like what's happening that makes you feel like you need another week to think about this besides coming on the show tonight? We got
He's still debating on whether he wants to star in an isekai or not.
4,000 people in here waiting for you.
He's coming on tonight. No.
Almost
Coming
10.
on the show for the
Almost
team
10,000.
You're going to have a surprise guest. Is it going to be someone from my childhood that say I shit in their Cheerios?
We're bringing your
What?
dead mom on, motherfucker. Get on the show.
Tell him Wings Jr. Tell him Wings Jr. wants on.
Well, Keemstar says we're bringing your dead mother on tonight, but I don't know if there's any surprise guests or not.
Imagine having to relay that.
No, he's got to come on. Like
Wings, I can't believe the 180 that Wings has done so far. Like, God, just having seen a lot of the shit that he had done in the past couple of years, in the past, like, decade of being on YouTube, it's amazing how someone like him was able to pull a 180 and actually get some reputation back.
Cremate her, but go right ahead.
I think a large portion of it was him realizing he could make money from just being like a full-fledged lolcow and just embracing it. Wings got his redemption. He got his redemption after all, guys.
Come on, dog. You got to come on, man. Think about
of
all
the children.
Think about all the fans you'll be letting down.
Tell him.
Oh, what do you think he gives a shit about his fans? Come on.
Care about the fans. Think about all the money that you'll be missing out on.
Yeah, there you go. Think of the money you're missing out on. That's probably what convinced him to get on.
Him all the viewers that are here. There's 10,000 people here.
10,000.
Lawyers got to get involved. I'll get paid one way or the other.
Well, you going to get paid. Ain't nobody trying to
I'll
harbor
take
your money.
I'll take it.
And don't, how much
But-
money I'm going to make, I'm going to make.
Yeah, but you'll make more if you come on the show. Like, there's no reason to hide from this shit, man.
There's no hiding. I'm not hiding. It's done.
I understand that. I understand that it's frustrating and like.
Okay, so they're gonna go back and forth arguing with him.
This show to get confronted with it and take accountability for the shitty stuff that's happening, right? Without this show, no one would even know about this cancer thing with Boogie. So I'm not kicking him off. This is the place where he gets confronted with what the fuck he did.
Keemstar's not kicking him off because he makes a shit ton of money from him and Wings. Let's be honest. Come on now.
I'm not kicking him off, but if he doesn't show up tonight...
But if he... Like, Keemstar likes to try and paint it as, like, an altruistic thing. Like, I'm just not abandoning a friend. It's like, come on, Keem. We know it's because you make a shit ton of money and viewers from it. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm not knocking him for it. I just think it's funny that, like, he can be so clearly transparent about it, but try to spin it as, like, an altruistic thing.
I'm fucking firing him.
I see where Kristen Art gets his loud voice from.
He says he's gonna call his lawyer if you do that.
I don't fucking care. I don't care. What's he gonna do? Sell magic cards to pay the fucking attorney? I know how much these lawsuits cost. He ain't got it, unless he does another crypto scam, bro. I'm actually
even crypto scam money ain't that bad. I have some family members that were in like a land dispute, and it cost them like $38,000 just for a land dispute, just for lawyers' fees.
Wings, what does that got to do with anything? All right, so we'll
and Medicare. The only
okay, so now Keem calls Boogie. Hold on, I want to get to the beginning of that.
Oh, okay.
I'll take a 33% cut instead of 25.
Yo, listen, you told me you would come on.
I said I would think about it.
Yeah, that's what you thought I said, huh?
That's what you thought I said. Yeah, it's the fucking gaslighting. Darvo. Oh, that's what you thought I said. But I said I will consider it. Boogie's cries broke, but he can literally sell all the shit he has, like the trading cards and arcade machines, yeah.
Boogie, quit playing games.
So what game am I playing?
I swear to
what game am I playing? Oh my god, he sounds so much like Lio.
God, Boogie, if you don't get on Discord and join this call, like, I'm gonna fire you. I'm gonna kick you.
Have you ever heard that? Can you imagine if you ever heard from your boss? If you don't get on Discord, I'm firing you.
From the goddamn show.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
I thought he was quitting already. Why does he care?
Or surprise fucking guests tonight?
Oh my god, did he say, let me ask you this then?
Damn show.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Oh my god, guys, come on. He is Lio. He is Lio. You've never seen the two in the same room before.
You got any more surprise fucking guests tonight? Or can I talk to you? Can I plead my fucking case tonight?
Yes, of course. This show is all about you.
Oh, right. Let me turn the sound back on,
saying
guys.
what you need to say in reference to this drama.
No more bullshit. The last fucking show, you surprised me like
there we go.
5 fucking people. It was the this is your life from hell.
Don't make it leave if a guest joins.
No, I only surprised you with Destiny.
My boss ain't about to find my Discord. Alright guys, let me make sure the audio is good. Oh, is this Shadowbringers? Oh, nice. Very nice.
You knew Medicare was coming on.
I'll turn down the volume,
so
sorry.
much warning that Muta was coming on and Medicare.
Okay, is it Muta or Muta? I'm so confused.
The only surprise was Destiny.
Doesn't work with that Destiny. Come on.
Let me turn this down more.
Yeah. Hey, Boogie, if it makes you feel any better, Destiny's getting canceled right now for a bunch of shitty stuff.
If it makes you feel better, Destiny's also getting canceled? Oh, yeah, that's a relief. That makes his problems all disappear.
So come on.
I don't want cancer.
Fuck! I did it again!
No more bullshit. The last fucking show, you surprised me like 5 fucking people. It was the this is your life from hell.
Don't make it leave if a guest joins.
No, I only surprised you with Destiny. You knew Medicare was coming on.
Muta.
You had so much warning
It's
that Muta
Muta
was coming on and Medicare. The only surprise
Doesn't work.
was
I say Muta.
Doesn't work with that Destiny. Come on.
Yeah,
fuck Destiny.
Boogie, if it makes you feel any better, Destiny's getting canceled right now for a bunch of shitty stuff. So come on.
Of course I'm playing as Pictomancer.
Okay, bet.
You like my outfit?
Yeah. What the fuck did Keem just say that I didn't say to him? Like, what the hell?
I said, well, Destiny's under fire right now too. That made him feel better.
No, it didn't. It said, I'm going to kick you off the podcast. That's the magic word.
Well, he knows it.
You guys seen this shit, right? Destiny's getting canceled big time by like.
I didn't see the can.
Oh wait, guys, what is the thing going on with Destiny then? I mean, I don't keep up with Destiny lore because I never gave a shit about Destiny, but what's suddenly going on with Destiny? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, Pikachu. I don't know if it's about lying about cancer.
Canceled, but I've seen the fucking tweet.
You grew up with Final Fantasy VI? Oh, cool. I've actually... A lot of people know this already, but I've never played any other Final Fantasy game except for this one.
And they're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, they're... The shit that Destiny's dealing with right now is way bigger, I think, than the Boogie cancer story. It's huge.
Yeah,
he's out here wishing like death on a fucking American citizen.
Yeah, it's a father, a firefighter who's...
Oh, is that what's going on? Did Destiny say something like... Is it something political? Basically, he said that he has no sympathy for Trump supporters, and he doesn't care about okay, well... Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by that. That's just typical leftist behavior.
Trying to protect his family, who got shot in the head because of
Good,
an
he doesn't have my
attempt.
good. He doesn't have my politics. Fuck him.
I know, it's like so insane. Like,
yikes.
You know, I went on a Twitter Spaces, and I was like, Destiny's playing a dangerous game. Like, if I was Destiny's friend, I'd be like, you need security now. Like, you could be in danger.
Well,
For the shit that Destiny's saying, like, Destiny.
I don't know if... listen, I don't know if that's the case, unless some, like, crazy nut job out there is gonna be like... Yeah, that's just Destiny on brand, in my opinion. I don't think there's anything out of the ordinary about that. That's just like crazy is what crazy does, or whatever the saying is.
I'm talking Destiny needs security.
Well, you know, I was thinking about it, and then like, look, I'm not that much better in Destiny.
Okay, if they're gonna talk about the political shit, I don't really care. Okay, Boogie comes on.
Bullet just sitting there? I can't imagine. Like, it's like the two things are like wildly different.
Yeah,
you know,
he was literally saying, well, this guy supports Trump, so...
I think Medicare put it the best, that if you're so afraid of somebody's words and opinions that you prefer that they be killed, then that must mean that you have some deep insecurity deep down that they might be right and that you're wrong. If you would prefer that the person saying the shit you don't like gets killed, then that means there must be some merit to what they're saying, and you know it.
Ha 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 ha. Like, what? What are you doing?
And I think Medicare also said it best when he said that people, including him, far more people, including himself, are going to be voting for Trump now because of this. He's like, he got shot in the ear with a bullet, and got back up and threw a fist in the air. That's fucking badass. Of course, I'm going to vote for the guy who took a bullet.
Yeah, here's the thing about that too. Like, Destiny's gonna be fine. He'll be able to get over it. Most of his fans are psychopaths too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Monetized on Twitter though.
When he wants to go up, when he wants to move up a level.
Was he eating just like a big wedge of cheese? That makes sense.
And become a serious like political figure. That's finished. That's over with.
Yeah.
I hate that. Wait, you hate what? I don't know why it won't let me read the entire thing.
That's over with.
He's a drama tuber for life, Keemstar. He's just like us. Mr. Smart college dropout is just like us. I dropped out of college too, by the way.
Yeah, Destiny's
just a drama tuber.
Destiny's a fucking lolcow. I've looked into that
Boogie
guy over the last couple of days.
Of course you have. This is such a narcissist thing to do. When someone is calling them out on the bullshit that they've done, they have to turn around and start looking, like, trying to dig up dirt about the people accusing them of shit. It's so normal. It's so, like, on point with narcissist behavior. Well, now I'm gonna go look up the dirt that you have on yourself. So transparent.
Him defending rapists in jail?
Oh my god. You can't tell me this guy isn't Lio. This... Come on.
Whether it's him laughing at the murder of a fireman?
He sounds so much... I'm gonna stop saying it. I gotta stop saying it.
Backing Israel?
Israel?
Whether it's him saying he's in favor of genocide? And I have all these receipts, by the way.
I doubt it.
No, if we're gonna talk about
Boogie, I'm sorry. I can take you as seriously as I could take a Destiny right now on the lolcow thing.
Look, Destiny's take is he backs Israel and not Palestine.
Yeah, you know why? Because his wife left him for I'm thinking an Arab man, and so since then. No, I'm telling you, I've been reading this shit on Twitter all day, by the way. Hey, by the way,
of course you have.
Hey, by the way, Destiny, when you let your wife fuck other men in front of you, turns out she might leave you for one. Who knew?
Of course he's doing the Lio thing. That's what I'm saying, Lazy Dragon. He even enunciates the way that Lio does. That's what I've been saying. And people the other day when I was doing this Boogie stuff, they were like, "Oh, I don't know if they're that similar." But now everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's just like Lio." I've been saying it since day one.
Who knew, Destiny? By the way, I wanted to show you something real quick. There's a clip I want you to play on here.
Oh god.
I have it on my Twitter feed right now.
Okay.
You remember how Destiny came in to my live stream, or to our live stream?
My
after
live
doing about
stream.
10 minutes of research on polycythemia, after reading about it on Wikipedia, and then it's like, oh, I know all about it. I know way more about it than you. I know way more about it than your doctors. Well, you know who else gets tired of that shit? Joe fucking Rogan. Can you play this clip?
Yeah,
what?
Put it in the Discord chat, please.
What is he talking about?
So we're gonna beat Destiny by saying Joe Rogan saying he doesn't like Destiny.
No.
Yeah, what is this? What is this?
Here we go.
What?
Okay.
I don't think Destiny gives a fuck if Joe Rogan doesn't like him.
All my DMs and shit.
Guys, what is happening? I remember when you and Leia pointed out it was like, OMFG, I can't unhear. I did it first. I'm pretty sure I did it first. Although, actually, no, now I'm thinking about it, maybe Leia did it first. I lay claim to it, though. Oh shit, my friend Jace is on. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do dailies. Sup, wanna do dailies? Okay.
They're fucking showing. Of course. How do I do this? Okay.
So what's worse?
This is why you can't trust.
Boogie? What do you think?
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go, guys.
Oh my god. It's so quiet. So is it basically just Joe Rogan saying he doesn't like Destiny? Guys, that's how you know Destiny's full of shit. That's how you know I'm right.
So for those of you who don't know, Joe Rogan said Destiny reads Wikipedia and then acts like an expert. That's what he said.
That's what he did with COVID.
That's exactly what he did on our
COVID, he did the
show.
same thing. He just.
That doesn't mean he's wrong, though. Just because he reads something from Wikipedia doesn't automatically make whatever he said wrong, by the way. Oh, I don't know why I agreed it on that, because I could have actually used it. Maybe. I really gotta get used to doing my painting shit before. Because then I end up doing it in the middle of the fight. I gotta stop doing that. My younger sister plays this. I just asked her if she did her dailies. It's a good game. It's a good game. Good choice. I don't know what this means. I might have to pay attention to this a little bit. Okay. I guess that's all that means.
But that's not why he got you.
No, but
How he got you was the money.
My medical records, and I'm never going to show my medical records.
Okay.
By the way, I don't believe he was going to give me $5,000 because here's the thing.
Okay, so this isn't really him facing the music. This is just him doubling down. I was a little late on that barrier.
Restored my Twitter today. for one reason and one reason only. Because you can search how many
Yeah,
times
you're
I've
right.
said on Twitter, how many times I've said on the show, you'll never see my medical records. You'll never get them. You'll never get them. You'll never get them. And I sent something to Keemstar that night. He was just going to move the goalpost, by the way. You know, Destiny's not a fucking doctor. You know who is a doctor? My fucking doctor.
Right, but we don't know if what you claim your doctor told you is stuff he actually told you. We're not, like, no one, that was, like, again, he's strawmanning here, or he's making up a claim that never existed. Nobody was saying that his doctor is full of shit. Nobody was making the claim that his doctor was wrong. People are saying that he's lying. That's the claim people are making. I don't think I recall anybody ever trying to make the claim that his doctor, like, was lying.
He's the one.
That's the claim that he made up as an out for himself.
Prescribing me all these fucking medications I'm paying for, most of which are only because I've been suffering from polycythemia for the last 2 years. You know who else is a fucking...
I like that Tommy also caught that. Boogie just said, I've been suffering from polycythemia. And then Tommy just went, Vera? Because he forgot to say Vera. Hey, wait a minute. We just gotta keep moving here.
You know who is a doctor? My doctor.
Yeah. You know who else is a doctor? Not fucking Destiny, my brother. And by the way, my brother has seen my medical records. He's been here since the diagnosis.
Why don't you show him?
Why did I show him? Because I've shown him my whole fucking life. He's my brother. He's a healthcare professional.
Oh boy.
So when I got
He's also
diagnosed
not
with
an
sleep
MD.
apnea,
He's not
when I
an
got-
MD, and he's
it
your
doesn't
brother.
matter. It doesn't matter that he's an MD.
Yes, it
He has
does.
a
It doesn't lie.
doctorate in public health.
Your
He's a-
brother
he
loves
he's
you and is
practiced
a bi-
See, he's just arguing something that nobody said here. You're getting Joy Sparkle vibes? Oh, that's someone I haven't heard about in a long time. I know that she's still kicking around, by the way. She's still, I don't know what she's doing, honestly. She's kicking around, doing shit.
Brother.
That's my fucking brother, bro! How dare you! Yeah, get fucked. God. Yeah, I haven't thought about Joy Sparkles in a while.
Loves you and is a
Yes, that's why
biased
I'm willing to show my
narrator.
goddamn records.
And I
That's
absolutely
why.
do believe he
Because
would lie
loves
for
me.
you.
So
He
I know
loves
it's
you.
not gonna fucking
Yeah,
lie.
that's
By the
something I
way-
was saying. I definitely believe that his girlfriend and his brother would lie for him.
By the way, no disrespect to your brother. I would lie for my brother too.
My brother would.
I wouldn't
Just to
lie
be
for
very
mine.
clear, my brother would.
What kind
He's
of...
not going to ruin his goddamn
Hold on. What kind of doctor...
Oh my god, it's the turtle with titties! Oh my god, it's all over, guys. It's all over.
He's your brother.
He has a doctorate in public health and education, and he's practiced as an
He's an epidemiologist,
for 30
Keem.
years. So he says
That doesn't mean that he is being honest about your diagnosis. That's the thing.
disease specialist.
So
and I
how
have
would
a
he know?
fucking disease?
You have a disease?
Yes.
You have
I thought you had
AIDS?
cancer.
I have.
No. His
Okay.
brother's a disease specialist. He's epidemiologist.
Yes, okay. Even the motherfucker's Destiny, by the way, even this motherfucker has to admit I either have polycythemia or polycythemia vera. So if nothing else, I spent the last 2 years dealing with a deadly fucking disease. I've spent money on fucking treatments, on medications.
Who cares? Is he trying to say now that, like, even if it was just polycythemia, I'm still dealing with a deadly disease that'll take 20 years plus to kill you?
On fucking doctor's visits on for 2
pulling that
fucking years.
card?
I'm not making this shit up. And when my doctor tells me it's probably cancer, I believe my fucking doctor. Now, there's one mistake I didn't know. Hold on.
Stop. Probably.
It's not good.
Probably cancer. Probably.
The only thing I have not done to confirm it, and I said this last time, is I have not done the bone marrow test for 2 reasons.
But he's already said it was confirmed. That was something he was going on and on and on about, is that it is confirmed to them, just not to us. Yeah, now it's deadly all of a sudden. Yeah. But I thought they've already confirmed it because it's officially diagnosed on his medical records, which he's not going to show. That's... Again, we're just going around and around in circles. We already know he's full of shit. We know he's lying. So is this just... Is this whole episode just another continuation of the things that he's already said? I don't want spoilers, but like... I wonder. Oh, boy. How do you escape that? Am I just retarded? Maybe I'm just retarded.
It's expensive, extremely painful, and extremely invasive, and I...
Yeah, Medicare's already gone through why it's not, the bone marrow thing is not, it's not invasive at the very least. And in terms of the expense part, he could easily cover that with like a single Locale Live paycheck. So, Medicare's already done the easy shit of like disproving that. Oh shit, I'm not doing well in this fight at all. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't want to get it fucking done.
Well, the problem is you told people you did had cancer. You didn't say the doctor said you probably had cancer.
No, he
That's
did
another
say
problem.
he does say I have cancer.
See, this is the thing he keeps going back and forth on, but... Alright, so we can probably skip ahead a little bit, because it just seems like they're gonna argue around and around in circles.
Like once a week, and like he didn't really explain anything about it.
Wings, listen to me. Take my advice. You don't need testosterone. If you want to have a baby with Kelly, just pull out your phone.
Oh, God. No. No. Wait, I'm so confused. He has a wife and a girlfriend? Oh, wait, no, he's talking to Wings. Okay. For a second, I was like, hold up, wait. Guys, do you think Wings should be a dad? Be honest.
In the middle of sex and look up that BBC trend.
Alright, let's skip ahead a little bit.
It's this one. Alright, and then to the audience. Here we go, 22 seconds. It's not going to give us much context. But...
Honestly, I'm pro-genocide. Like, it sounds really shitty, but like, I think that Israel should just draw its fucking borders about where it's...
Jesus, okay, I can't show this. So is this just them throwing dirt on Destiny? Just cuz? Okay, I know what to do now, guys. I know what to do now. I'm not retarded. All the way to the end. There we go.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Surprise, surprise. I think I'll have to put some after.
Win-win. I've lived the last 2 years being treated for cancer.
Anybody could take a picture of Destiny and throw it on a fucking like Instagram.
Well, Chad is asking me to stop letting Boogie deflect, but I kind of enjoy him deflecting. Let him.
Well, yeah, it makes you money. I can understand why he's letting Boogie deflect to this. It's absolutely deflection. But also, who cares? Because it's funny to listen to him like wriggle like a worm and deflect.
Deflect a little bit longer.
Yeah. Because the only...
Yeah, who fucking cares? Destiny is exactly the kind of guy I thought he was. Like, he's another Hassan. He's just another, like, far leftist who says unhinged shit because he's crazy like the rest of them. I don't really give a shit. It doesn't take away from the fact that Boogie is lying about having cancer.
The only conversation there is to have is, did I fake cancer? And the answer is no. Is there one test I haven't gotten? Yes. Am I sitting in a room when my doctor looks me in the face and says, we're treating you for cancer because you have cancer? Yes. Has my girlfriend heard it? Yes. Has my brother seen my medical records where it says it? Yes.
I know I should be better. I should be better.
One fucking test done. That's it. It's their word against mine.
I should be better at this, Boogie. But I thought I was under the impression this week that Keemstar was getting you tested.
Yeah. What happened to that?
If you have.
We talked about it. We talked about it.
I want to talk about it right now. This is my plan, all right? The money that was offered is insane money, all right? We put that money in a trust. I think it's like up to $70,000. We put it in a trust. You go test to see if you have this cancer. If you have it, you get the money. If you don't have it,
then I don't have cancer and I'm fucking free.
Everyone gets refunded.
Then I'm free. Like... He's really playing it up here. Then I'm free. It's like, no, you're not. You're still fat as fuck, and you're probably gonna die from obesity, but whatever. And also, no, you're not free. No, you're not free because you still scammed your fans for money. I'm sorry. That still happened. Just because you don't... And also, that also means that you lied about having cancer.
Yeah, and then what a fucking win-win.
No. No.
Lived the last 2 years being treated for cancer that suddenly goes away when I get tested.
How is that a win-win? It still means you lied.
There's no downside.
You're looking at it, Boogie. You're getting tested off your dime, and if you don't have cancer, you're cancer free. But if you do have cancer, like you think you do, you got $70,000 windfall.
I have no clue how much money's actually promised, but how much will go into that trust? I bet it won't be nowhere near that 70K.
I mean, like, you can set an escrow up. You can set escrow up that everybody can see and look at.
That's what I'm saying.
Put it in an escrow.
Can we bring Mutahar in here?
Mutahar.
And ask him?
Nice.
I'd rather not. He's just gonna fucking. I'm just not gonna talk to the guy.
Of course you'd rather not.
Mutahar is like $60,000 of this 70.
Yeah.
Camelot put 10 in. Destiny put 5 in.
I'm not gonna.
That's all I can think off the top of my head.
You can bring him on. I'm over that man.
I'm over that man.
The chick,
like he's an ex.
She said she would give you a Disney trip. I don't know how you can escrow that.
Well, I told her to cash that out. Make me a check. So I'd rather have that.
All right, let's just skip.
My medical.
Let's just skip to the part where they bring Mutahar on.
Boogie was ready to fight.
Well, I'm ready to fight because those shitty ass Trump tweets, dog.
Yeah, bro. We gotta confront
him.
Can
you imagine? Can you imagine? By the way.
Yeah, listen to him trying to deflect again. Can you imagine how awful of a person you must be to be pro-genocide? Yeah, him and most leftists, or no, not leftists, but like him and most people are like pro-genocide, let's be honest. Especially on the left.
A fucking firefighter, a hero that saves lives.
Oh, that. Could you imagine someone being so evil as to say something so horrendous? I would never do something like that.
A man who would have continued to go
yeah,
on saving
oh boy,
lives.
here we go.
And this man has been killed by a monster, and people find that funny. Make that make sense.
So we got Boogie to agree to put the money in an escrow or a trust account, right?
I gotta get rid of some of this
If
junk.
he has the cancer, okay, then he gets to
Okay,
keep it.
no. But see, we're like changing the entire game at that point. It was like show it at that moment instead of some fucking, that's why like everyone is putting on money. It's like show us the fucking diagnosis, show us you actually have this cancer that you said a year and a half ago that you were literally diagnosed for. And now we're playing these fucking games where you gotta get a camera shoved up your ass to check for colonoscopies or like a bunch of other biopsies. Like what the fuck is this?
GameStar's idea to do the. I know I'll never.
So wait,
I know. I don't understand.
Is the money off the table now? Is it gone? Is the offer no
Honestly,
longer good?
for me, the whole terms have changed. Like, I'm paying for this guy to, like, now confirm that he has this cancer that he said he had a year and a half ago.
But that's what you were doing to begin with.
That wasn't what I was doing to begin with. What I was doing to begin with was that at that time, show us the actual diagnosis, and he didn't. He didn't do it for
So, like, the offer was only good if he did it at that moment.
Yeah, literally. That's why we all did it. That's why do you think I put up 50, 60 if he was so
I agree with
confident?
Muda. I agree with Muda. Is there anything that we can do to get the offer back on the table? Is there any standard that you could put forth now? Forget what
4
happened.
days ago, he should have not lied, and he should have proven.
So it's off the table. So it's off the table.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't blame Mutahar for saying the money's gone now, the money's off the table now. Because he had the chance to come clean a couple days ago, and he decided then to double down, and he's still doubling down. So yeah, I'd probably say the same thing. Like, you're not getting that money, haha, L.
No.
And again, here it's not a lie, but you're never going to see my medical records. 17 years has gone by.
It's not a lie, by the way, but you're never
going
to see
I've never
them.
taken a photo of him. I've never tweeted a fucking picture of him.
What do you mean you've never taken a photo of it? Didn't he say that he's taken a screenshot of it in the previous episode? Isn't that what he said? That he took a screenshot of it and no one's ever going to see it?
I've never. They on this stream asked me if they give me $100,000 to put a camera in his face.
All right, I can listen to all this in my free time, so we're gonna skim through it. We're gonna continue to skim through it and find if there's any fucking place where he actually comes clean. Or if he just continues to double down throughout this entire thing.
BBC, and he just admitted it. He just owned it. Come on.
The other thing.
So he's still not owning it up here.
Because someone put out a post.
Never know a nicer guy.
Somebody put out a post showing all of Destiny's tweets and said, "Hey, this is not ad-friendly stuff."
Agreed. The day I die, we will release these medical records. They will dump into
Then they're not that sacred to you.
What is that gonna do? Like, what is that gonna do? Is that gonna be like a fucking own?
Wrong you were again.
I mean, we're just gonna be laughing. Like, that's
so bad about it too.
On the day I die, I get a reaction from you. I'm happy, sad, happy.
On the day I die, I get a reaction from you, so I'll be happy. No, you'll be dead, you idiot.
You're not going to see it. You're not going to get any interaction other than, you know what?
You'll be in hell. That's where you'll be, Boogie. I don't think you'll be happy. You'll be in hell.
If you could tweet from heaven, you'd be good. Guys are being bullying me. That's what you would do.
And maybe it would be cool if you give
It's generous for Tommy to assume he's going to heaven after all the things he's done.
that 80,000 or whatever the fuck it is to my family.
Oh, he's such a
It sounds like a threat. I hope so.
I'm gonna pick up where Bungie left off because it was unanswered. Is there like issues with you telling the story about your abuse? Like, have you told the story different ways throughout the years? Like, what could they be talking about? Like, what was
so? Originally, when I started talking about when my mom died in 2009, I covered for my abuser. So people would ask me, "Hey, did this happen?"
I don't care about his abuse stories. I just want to know if he fesses up or not.
I feel I can't help
Dude,
to
it's
always.
like the biggest like goal post shift that I've ever seen. Like you said a year and a half ago you had polycythemia vera diagnosed or whatever. You cannot show that you get whatever Vera. You had polycythemia vera diagnosed. You are not able to show a diagnosis at all because you want to protect
I understand.
your health
I'll never get
Why
the money.
the fuck would anybody want to believe you? You're switching up the goalposts. Now you're like, oh well, put it in a trust, and now I'm going to go get tested. What if I had another form of fucking cancer?
I understand.
Bro, how are you saying you had cancer for a year and a half, and now you don't have any?
Yeah, but Boogie,
telling you what my fucking doctor says. I just do what my doctor tells me.
I love how it's like he just shifts the blame to his doctor.
Okay, he's still not owning up to it.
How much money do you think you make
anybody
off
that
$250
uses
million?
YouTube Prime? YouTube Prime pays you based on their view, not if they watch ads or not.
Exactly.
Ooh.
So I mean, do the YouTube math.
Wait, you made $120 on your cancer?
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
You could have made thousands. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
I know.
me and Jude made zero.
I know. And I came this close to just doing a GoFundMe, which verifies, by the way. And one of the reasons I didn't is because number one, I don't want your money. I've never wanted your money.
Wait. What? I don't want your money. I've never wanted your money. That's why I scammed you for the money instead.
Wait, time out.
You made 120.
Do a GoFundMe and put the goal for $100. Then you would have to verify with GoFundMe.
I don't want to share my medical records with
He knows he can't. He knows he can't.
them either.
Why?
I don't want to share my medical records with any living human. Go fuck.
Okay, Boogie, what if they get subpoenaed in a court case when people sue you for scamming them? That's probably the only way we're gonna get these medical records at this point. Alright, so Tommy C seems to drop out of the call at some point.
Answer. It's not even that big of a fucking
tell
deal.
the internet?
Wait.
Motherfuckers over here is like,
yes, it is pretty goddamn ironic.
Progressive bulbs and drinking fucking Diet Mountain Dew.
Boogie, I don't think you have cancer because you got a lot of energy. Like I seen you in real life multiple times.
Yeah, it's polycythemia vera. It's the fucking wimpy cancer.
You feel
it's the
Wait, I thought he said it was a deadly disease earlier in this live stream, and now he's saying it's really not that big of a deal. It's the Animal Crossing of cancer. It's nothing. It's wimpy. I thought he said he was being treated for a deadly, serious, deadly disease and that he's basically entrapped by it. And that if it comes out that he magically doesn't have it, he'd be free! He'd be free! But now... it's not that big of a deal anymore. Again, he's just saying whatever he thinks will fit him in that exact moment without any forethought whatsoever.
You seem totally fine.
Prognosis cancer. It's not even that big of a fucking deal.
Then why tell the internet? Then why fucking tell the internet?
I don't know. It was 2 fucking years ago. I don't know what the.
He knows. He knows, because he wanted to make money and empathy points from it. And now that he can't anymore, he wants to toss it aside. And hope that people forget about it. Alright, so who are they bringing on now?
Still loading.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna prove it to you in DMs, Keem, because I don't really want to share my ID card on actual Discord with 6,000
Who the fuck is Honey Badger?
people watching. Whatever.
I love to say this, by the way.
We'll just see what kind of education you have based on like what you're saying, and then we'll figure it out from there. But go ahead.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't.
Oh, so this is a doctor that they brought on.
Questions. I'll just say real quick, my dad died of cancer when he was in his 40s from small bowel cancer, so I have some strong feelings about this. I've been really invested for the last few days, so I'm curious.
Me too.
So I don't know if anyone has any questions for me, but Boogie, I was wondering about a couple things from you.
Sure.
Real quick, could you could you turn your mic up a little bit?
Yeah, he's very quiet.
Let me see if I can.
I'm trying to turn you up on my end, but it's not. See if you can turn it up a tad.
I don't do a lot of Discord.
Oh, that's good. That's good, right there.
Very good.
All right,
Sounds
cool.
good.
All right, cool. Yeah, so, Boogie, I was wondering, because you keep on talking about these hormone markers in your blood. Can you tell me a little more about those, what you're specifically seeing with your doctor?
Yeah, I've been wondering about these mystical hormone markers. Let's hear about it.
Not really. I don't know specifically what they are. It's just we.
Wait, what? Now he's saying he doesn't know what the hormones are. But I thought he was saying that these hormones are like the definitive proof that he has cancer. And now he's trying to sit here and be like, I don't know exactly what the hormones are.
We did a blood test. They found out that I had at least polycythemia because my red blood cell was.
But now he's saying that he at least has polycythemia. But I thought.
high. They originally thought it was the testosterone.
Right.
So we started working towards that, but then they tested some sort of hormone marker. I could probably Google it real quick and tell you.
Damn it.
But
I can tell you what I'm pretty sure it is, but you can verify if you're.
I don't know. I just listened to my doctor.
This guy had better bring something mind-shattering to the table.
Again, I
Was
don't.
it called erythropoietin or EP?
Is this gonna be like a Barbie the lawyer situation where he brings something like earth-shattering to the table, and then Boogie tries to argue with a doctor, and then they try to discredit the doctor's credentials later on? Is this gonna be like the same thing?
I'm not sure.
What they tested you for? Okay.
I don't know. I again.
Boogie, do you know
I just know
anything?
he said there's markers in my blood that proves this. That's all I know.
Okay.
And that he's got him concerned.
That's
Hold on.
it? You didn't ask for any, like, you could go look in your medical records right now and see what the hormone is. It's probably in his portal, right? You can hear him get nervous. Yeah. No, but listen. If he doesn't know the exact type of hormone that is in his blood in memory, which is fair, because I wouldn't remember it either, but he... Hang on, I gotta go repair durability. I totally forgot. But he could just go look it up in his medical portal right now, which hormone it is. Couldn't he just do that and then tell him, like, oh hey, here's the hormone? But I betcha he can't do that because that's not in his medical records because it doesn't fucking exist. That's what I'm willing to bet.
Hold on.
I'm just curious about a couple of things because oh, sorry. Somebody else.
Yeah, he fully said he was diagnosed in his patient portal and he was looking at it right now. Those results, those test results of the hormones and what hormone is in there would be in those medical records. So you'd think that he would know. But now he's sitting here being like, I don't know which hormone it was, honestly.
Yeah, I'm just curious because I've heard a couple mixed things. I've heard, like, you have hormones in your blood. I've heard you have hormone markers consistent with the disease. So I'm just curious, like, did they tell you you had a lot of hormone in your blood, or what?
Well, I mean, we all have a lot of hormones that are.
Guys, we all have a lot of hormones in our blood. Oh my god, he's pulling another. I'm just gonna say he's pulling a Lio. Every time he says it, he's just pulling a Lio. Every time, every fucking time.
For blood.
Oh shit, I forgot to ask Villa to grab the staff for me next time.
Well, yeah, of course, but this hormone,
Well,
the
duh.
diagnostic hormone that they've talked to you about.
I don't know. I don't know. Just that it was present. That's
You
all
can
I know.
look for it in your portal. You can
And
look
like
for it in your
a
portal.
High amount, higher than normal.
Enough to where he was convinced I have cancer. I don't know.
Okay.
Beyond that.
Yeah, so I'll just talk about polycythemia briefly. There's a lot of different forms. There are actually like forms of secondary polycythemia that are due
Is it just me or is he like slowly getting quieter?
to other cancers. Renal cell carcinoma actually causes high levels of this hormone as well. But I am really curious about what your level is in particular because polycythemia vera manifests in a very particular way. With
It's
respect to
high.
that.
It's high enough at this point where he wants to start looking for other cancers.
So
we're starting with the colonoscopy, and we're going to make sure I don't have ass cancer.
But I thought he said he didn't have ass cancer. I thought he said he had polycythemia vera, not ass cancer. And plus, if he had ass cancer, he wouldn't have passed his bill of health for the fight. So, I think it's pretty clear he doesn't have... Is he still drinking Mountain Dew? Are you serious? Was he just drinking it?
Because we have some, like Jordy said, I have some signs there. That
Wait, did you see him drinking Mountain Dew?
There's blood in my shit.
Yeah.
There's blood in my shit. Oh, okay.
That,
Okay, blood in your stool does not mean that you have ass cancer.
with the markers, he's concerned that it's ass cancer. So we're gonna.
Wait, now he's saying it could be ass cancer, but if it could be ass cancer, he wouldn't have. Oh my. Ugh. Yes, he was. Oh my god, this guy.
I don't know whether you do or don't have some other form of cancer with blood in your stool. It's always good to get your.
Oh my god, we're doing one of my favorite dungeons.
I will say you're talking about how the hormone is high enough that you're looking at other cancers. Polycythemia vera has a low level of that hormone.
Oh. So instead of a high level, it's a low level of the hormone that they're talking about.
Okay.
Not a high level.
Okay.
Well, I guess maybe again he hasn't said high or low. He's just,
Wait a minute, but didn't he just say that it's the high of the... We need to go back.
In your blood, I've heard you have former cancers, renal vera,
and we're going to make sure I don't have ass cancer.
Wait.
because we have hormones in our blood.
Sorry, this is what happens when I try to multitask.
Yeah, of course. But this is not the disease, so I'm just curious. Like, did
Now
they
we
tell
need to
you
go
you
back.
had a lot of hormone in your blood, or what?
Well, I mean, we all have a lot of hormones in our blood.
Well, yeah, of course. But this hormone, the diagnostic hormone that they've talked to you about.
I don't know. Just that it was present. That's all I know.
Okay.
It was present.
Yes.
And like a high amount, higher than normal.
Enough to where he was convinced I have cancer.
High enough where it made the doctor worried that he has cancer.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just talk about polycythemia briefly. There's a lot of different forms. There are actually like forms of secondary polycythemia that are due to other cancers. Renal cell carcinoma actually causes high levels of this hormone as well. But I am really curious about what your level is in particular because polycythemia vera manifests in a very particular
Oh, the tank
way.
died.
It's high enough at this point where he wants to start.
Oh, there it is. It's high enough where he wants to start, like, considering that it's cancer. Oops!
Looking.
Oh, come on, just be.
Fuck! I did it again! Why am I so retarded? And why does the tank keep dying? There we go. Hang on, we'll bring the doctor on again.
Curious, like, did they tell you had a lot of this hormone as well? But I am really curious about what your level is in particular because polycythemia vera manifests in a very particular way.
It's high enough at this point where he wants to start looking for other
Oh
cancers.
no!
So we're starting with the colonoscopy, and we're going to make sure I don't have ass cancer because we have some.
That's bad.
Like Jordy said, I have some signs there that I'd rather. Well, there's blood in my shit.
Yeah.
Just say. And so combined with that, with the markers, he's concerned that it's ass cancer. So we're gonna roll that one out.
Yeah, and I wish you all the best of that because I don't know whether you do or don't have some other form of cancer with blood in your stool. It's always good.
He's like, all I know is that you don't have this version.
I will say you're talking about how the hormone is high enough that you're looking at other cancers. Polycythemia vera has a low level of that hormone.
Okay.
Not a high level.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe again he hasn't said high or low. He's just said
But you just said he said hi.
it's time to start looking for other cancers.
I'm just confused because I thought you said it was high, and that's why they were looking at other cancers.
I don't remember saying high. I remember saying present.
Oh my god, the gaslighting! The gaslighting! Oh, it's so funny, dude. You gotta love it.
I don't know.
Yeah, but okay, so now I feel like they're looking for other cancers. Why did you confirm like that you got this diagnosis?
Because
exactly.
my doctor diagnosed me, told me. He said, "This is." Listen, talking to the doctor here. When you have one type of cancer present, doesn't it increase your chances of getting a second type of cancer?
Well, the cancers independently, one
exactly.
separate from another, don't increase the risk.
This is he is drinking Mountain Dew. I can't fucking believe it. But oh hey, remember Olivia, by the way? She's back. Yeah. It's another Lio-ism that he says something and then immediately tries to gaslight people into thinking he never said it at all. It's another Lio-ism. Nothing's different here. It's all the same shit we've heard before.
Of another cancer, but if you're somebody who's prone
hell
to
yeah,
developing
we're journeying to the center of the earth.
Developing certain things.
And this is my second. This is my second cancer.
Oh shit, my bad.
I also wanted to talk about that because basal cell carcinoma. Yes, you're right. It is cancer. As someone who works in the field and is very aware of basal cell cancer, it is not an aggressive cancer.
Well, yeah, it takes 20 years to kill you.
Another time, if I remember correctly, is that about right? 2%.
Probably even less than that. Usually it's more of a locally disfiguring lesion. Usually it's just basic skin excision.
As I said in my video, I've been very lucky with my cancers. I've got 2 cancers.
How
but
convenient.
They're both kind of joke cancers.
But earlier, he was saying that it was deadly. It was a deadly disease. Whoa! New hammer animation? Hell yeah. Why did he run all the way over there? Get over here. Thank you. Jesus.
Not worth 2 episodes of bullshit. They have really solid
No, it's not because of the severity of the alleged cancer. It is because you're lying about it. That's why it's worth 2 episodes.
Prognosis. Basal cell is basically...
I love how we've redefined narcissistic traits to Lio-isms. I mean, either or, honestly. They're both the same. They're very predictable like that.
Cut it out and then just stay the fuck out of the sun and wear sunscreen and you're probably not going to get it again.
Wait, so the doctor here said that apparently, just let's rewind a minute. You said something about having like a low amount of something, of a hormone in your blood that would have been the cause for this PV. But then you literally said like a minute before him, it's like your doctor said that you actually had a high amount of that same.
Well, I don't remember
hormone.
saying that.
He said it twice.
The hormone was present. It could be high.
I got a question.
No, you said it was higher than usual, enough for it to worry about.
I said that, but I think it's only present when you have a cancer.
Would you be willing, Boogie, to share some paperwork with this medical professional?
No.
Why?
I don't.
He doesn't have my credentials or anything. I don't blame him for not wanting to share stuff
Yeah.
with me personally. But.
No.
I don't understand. You said you would make no money on cancer, but that was some of the justification for the crypto scam.
Yeah, but that was an appearance fee. It's why I decided to do it. It's one of the
He got him. He's smirking because he knows. He knows he got him.
reasons. I have a bunch of medical tests that I need to pay for. That's why I agreed to do it. But I didn't tell them I have cancer.
I gotta turn my filter off.
After
I gotta turn my filter off for this place because look how bright it is with my filter on. Way too bright.
I already got the paycheck, and I got the paycheck for being in an appearance. That's it.
You mentioned it to Coffee as an explanation that you were screaming.
Yes, it's one of the reasons I agreed to do it.
You used the cancer to keep the money once you already admitted that it was bad to take. Wait, let me talk. Let me talk. You agreed that taking the money was a bad thing. But you told Coffee.
No.
You did.
No.
Yes, he did.
No. I heard it in Coffee's video.
Yeah, you literally said it. We have it on tape. I have it on my video.
Yeah.
He said that it was bad. And I'm like,
and
well,
you
maybe
agreed, and you agreed.
Maybe it is.
That's what I'm saying. You agreed with Coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Taking the money was bad, but you told Coffee, I can't because I have to pay for cancer treatments.
Yes,
so
I
you
have
did.
what I need to
So
get
this
done.
whole idea of like, I'm never going to use my cancer to make money, you did publicly just a little while ago.
No, I didn't. Because
Yes,
I
he
said that's
did.
why I agreed.
Yes, he did. He said that's why he's keeping the money because he needs. Oh my god, this is such a Lioism. I can't, dude. I can't. I love the level 90 animations for the hammer. Oh my god. Poor Chiffon. I need to pause for this. Aw, that's my boy. The memory of a kind-hearted knight. And the skill he gives you is called, fuck, what's it called? The ability he gives you is called something like Together Forever. It's... Oh. You can't, dude. Oh, this makes me cry every time. I'm not used to this level of scrutiny! Yeah.
Do it. That's why I personally agreed to do it. Well,
Come
part
on,
of one of my
man.
factors, one of my decisions. But it's not
Reframing.
why-
They always
didn't
do
offer
this.
it to me
It's
because
no
I had cancer.
surprise.
I didn't talk to them. I have cancer.
Be
Bring
real.
Josh on
You
the show.
understand
Bring
my
Josh on the
point.
show
You
right now.
understand
didn't know.
You understand the point that I'm making.
Yes, in a very twisted framing. In a very
Stop.
twisted
In a
framing.
very
in a
twisted
weird
framing.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
the way
Oh,
everyone-
it's weird framing.
No.
Disagreeing with
What?
me.
In a very weird framing.
Did Coffee use like AI or something to fake that
No, listen
part
to
of
me.
the video?
Listen to me. Listen to me. They came to me. They didn't know I had any form of cancer, and we never discussed it. We discussed promoting a coin.
But no, you said it's because you have cancer. He even said, I hope you feel, or I wish you well, or I hope you get well, or something like that. And you said, well, it's cancer, Coffeezilla. You don't really get better from cancer. Like, very, very condescending.
We then promoted the coin, and then I got
your
paid.
justification
And then when
for
Coffee
keeping the
asked me
bad
why I
money,
did it-
the justification for keeping the bad money was because you had cancer.
And that's why I did, and that's why I'll continue to
So-
keep it
but
until
so
the fucking
that
doctors
that makes
get
you
it.
a hypocrite. That's my point. You
I
understand
don't
what I'm
agree.
saying.
I don't agree that it's bad money. I don't. I think it was fucking funny. I thought I
did
got
at the
paid.
time.
I agree with Boogie. This
I got paid to make a
that's not bad
promotional
money.
video.
He
Yeah,
did at the
I don't
time,
make-
though. But, Wings, he agreed.
Yes, because guess what? I'm very easily influenced because I'm a people pleaser.
Really? We
And
don't
I'm
have the
very
medical
scared
records.
to
Dude, why is it
I'm
never
very
I
scared to
fucked
talk.
up? No, I'm a people pleaser. I'm a narcissist. I'm fucking blah 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 blah. Something. Dude,
I am.
God damn,
I
bro.
am.
You literally like just said it's on tape that you took this fucking crypto money.
Just prove you have it. I don't think.
All right, we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're gonna go back to the doctor talking.
Them.
I can tell you if he do or
Yeah,
if he
respect.
does or does not, just if he shows me his like numbers on the Earth
Do
recruiting
that.
levels.
That's not giving up record.
Again,
That's
I'm never
freedom of
going to
number.
do that. I'm
So
never
tell me
going
the number. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
curious what the number is.
Yeah, all he has to do is just say what the number was. The number of the hormone. He's read off his diagnostics like on the stream last time. What stops him from doing it again? Because he knows it'll either verify it or prove that he's lying if he just reads off the numbers. He knows that.
I don't know the number. I'd have to
You
go.
can have it written in the portal.
You have it in the
Why
portal.
don't we talk to Desi? Look in the portal real quick. Take
I'm
some
not-
time. Take some 10 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah.
This isn't private.
Oh, he knows. He knows he's stuck. He knows. You can tell he's fucking cooked.
You can just give him a number.
Bro,
If
we're
he's a
trying to
doctor,
help
give
you.
him
We're
a number.
actually trying to help you.
You are getting more charitability than the average person right now. Like,
Mhm.
you're getting
And
more fucking
I'm going
charitability.
to stand on my laurels. It's the same thing. Again, if you're asking me to do anything I don't want to do, I'm not going to do it. That's how it's always
Oh,
going
so
to be.
now that's his principle. Now it's not, I'm not going to show my medical records because that is my principle. It's the one last thing I have. And I'm never going to show you my medical records. Now his principle is, if you ask me to do something that I don't want to do, I'm not going to do it. So basically, if you ask me to prove that I have cancer, I'm not going to do it because, well, you're telling me to do something I don't want to do.
You have found
So
my
when
fucking
Keen
limit.
told you to get on your fucking knees and moo, is that something you wanted to do?
Oh my god! god! No fucking way he just did that. No way he fucking just cooked him like that. Oh, that is so dirty. That's so fucking dirty. Oh, that's bad.
That was really funny. It was funny. You didn't think that was funny?
Okay, yeah.
No, I thought that was hilarious. Fuck.
Guys, I only did the fetishistic thing because it was funny. Wasn't that Dan Schneider's excuse as well? Wouldn't it be funny if we, like, put your feet on camera and cover them in syrup? Wouldn't that be so funny, guys? Wouldn't it be so funny if I got on my knees and mooed at the camera in front of thousands of people? Wouldn't that be so funny, guys? Guys, trust me, it'll be funny.
But sure.
I thought it was fun.
He probably has a humiliation fetish, let's be honest. But I think that humiliation fetish constantly is at war with his narcissism. I think that's what's going on here.
I was so
You
mad.
thought it was funny, yeah.
I was so mad, and when he sent that video and actually did what I told him to do, I was like kind of chuckling, but I was still mad. Hey, hey Desi, how are you? We can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm muted.
No, it's fixed now. It's fixed.
No. Oh my god, what is up with this girl, dude? They say you're muted. She... No, you can't make this shit up, dude. She really is an 8-year-old. They tell her she's muted, so she presses the button to unmute herself. And then she tells Boogie, hey, I'm muted, like he needs to come and fix the issue. You can't make this shit up, dude. You can't make this shit up. That's so funny. Hey, Akumu. Fuck! Damn it, Akumu, you messed me up. Where is she? Where did Desi go? Desi! Where's Desi? There she is. Hang on, here we go.
I'm not gonna do it. That's how it's always going to be. You have found.
So
my
when
fucking-
King told you to get on your
Mitzie's
fucking
here.
knees and moo, is that something you wanted to do?
Yeah, I thought it was.
How are you? We can't hear you. You're muted.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, it's fixed now. It's
No,
fixed
you're
now.
not. It's
Okay,
fixed.
sorry. I'm doing okay. How are y'all?
Okay, so Boogie is like legitimately getting canceled by the internet. Some of the biggest YouTubers on the planet have covered this. I mean, like, we're talking about tens of millions of views of Boogie faked cancer. All he has to do is prove that he actually has cancer. And he's saying stuff like, we talked about this as a household. I'm never doing that. Why? There's so much at risk.
See, I don't agree with the way that Keemstar is doing the questioning, because if he wants to get answers straight from Desi, he needs to ask the questions directly. All Keemstar needs to ask Desi is, like, have you and Boogie ever discussed him never showing his medical records to the internet before all this came out? Like, he needs to frame his question like that, because what he's doing right now is he's front-loading the question.
Entire career, everything could go down the pits. Of
The
him
house
just-
you all live under could be under risk too. Like if he can't pay for the mortgage.
I feel like she already gave her answer to this last time. She said, like, yeah, it's his choice. I need to follow him because it's his choice, right? So, I don't know if they'll get any new answers out of this. Hey, Amon. The tale of the man who knew so much, yet understood so little, ends here. I still love his monologue. His little soliloquy.
Yeah, I know it sounds silly, but like for him, it's just like I know for him, honestly, it's just that like his whole life, everything you guys know, like he just has no privacy whatsoever.
She's just echoing the stuff that he's told her.
He does have like for him, so like.
So like, I don't know.
No,
Oh.
I'm not reading anything. It's just like I have anxiety, and so
Oh,
it's just
okay,
really
okay.
yeah.
Hey, Desi, you remember me, right?
I do.
Can I ask you a question?
You can.
Hi. Do you go to the doctors with Boogie?
I do. Yes.
What do the doctors usually talk about when they're referring to his polycythemia?
You know, I don't try, like, I hate to be put on the spot, but, like, I don't have very good memories of word for word. I can't tell you guys this, but I can confirm that they discuss it. And that they
Yeah.
spoken.
Do they say the word cancer?
They do. Yes, they do.
In what context, though? See, again, he's not asking the right question. He needs to be asking, do they say that he has cancer definitively? Like, that is what he has, that's what he's diagnosed with.
They ever talk about additional therapy options
They're asking her all the wrong questions.
beyond what he's currently doing?
Oh, shit. That was my bad.
Yes, they probably. Well, I just can't give you guys.
Look, she doesn't have the brain capacity for this, let's be honest.
Honest, you know, like it's.
Especially with the kind of questions they're asking.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine.
shit,
It's
shit,
fine.
shit.
No pressure. That's
We're
four
trying to
people.
help. We're trying to help the guy because all he has to do is just prove what he's saying is true. Now that so many people are saying it's not true, and we're just.
Aw, you sail.
It doesn't make sense him saying this is the only private thing I have. Like, he has tons of private stuff. Like, come on. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Here's the thing, Desi, right? Like, Boogie might have been talking to you over this last week and saying, "Oh, Keemstar and Jordy, they backstabbed and double-crossed me." But what Keemstar was doing was setting him up for success. He brought Destiny on, a person that he obviously adamantly hates this week because of the situation. All these rumors were coming up that he was faking cancer. There was documentaries coming out. He was setting it up so he could have a win in front of 5,000-6,000 people. And Boogie started doing this whole like sacred cow thing, where like, no,
Sacred
you're not
cow
going to see
thing.
my things, and that casts doubt.
Yeah,
right?
I
Any
don't-
sane person will
Like,
doubt.
Could you imagine how amazing, like, what a clip it would be on the internet, like 10 million viewed viral on Twitter in a day, if fucking Boogie shut down one of the
Damn it, I
largest
did it
streamers
again.
on the platform, Destiny, by just proving that he had this cancer that Destiny was so willing to die on the grave for. That would have been sick.
And
He could have flipped around.
And on top of that, Destiny offered him $5,000, so he could have took $5,000 from him, plus got
I
this
offered
giant
60.
win. And so I don't feel like I set Boogie up. I feel like, oh, there's
Again,
drama,
they're
Boogie's
asking
gonna
her the
prove he has
wrong
cancer, 'cause
questions.
In my opinion, before any.
Again, they're overloading her right now. This is a lot of shit that she doesn't need to hear. They just need to ask her the questions and hear her answers. That's all they need from her. They're just like, they're info dumping on her when it's not necessary. All they need to do is ask her questions and see if they line up with what Boogie is telling them.
Any of this happened, I'm like, there's no way Boogie would lie about this. But now it's getting so ridiculous. 4 days have passed by. Boogie hasn't even come to the conclusion of like, I'll just show it and that'll be the end of this. Like, he's still fighting it. It doesn't make any sense to anyone.
It doesn't like I can't I can't fight with him. I just have to stand. by
You
him.
can't fight with him,
It may
huh?
not make sense. You know, it just.
Why not? What do you mean you can't fight with him? What does that mean?
This is what it is.
That's my man. I'm gonna stand by him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I would have asked, see again, just asking all the wrong questions rather. What do you mean you can't fight with him? What does that mean exactly? God, for real though? Yeah, it's kind of frustrating that they have this opportunity to see if Boogie's being inconsistent and they're squandering it.
Any other questions, panel?
Yeah.
Be right back.
Do
I
you
need
know
to get
which
some.
types of doctors he sees?
No, of course she's not gonna know that.
There's too many for me to. I can't without
That's okay.
taking it. You know, I don't want to lie to y'all.
Desi, don't worry. We only have like 100 viewers tonight. It's like there's just a few people here.
Yeah. Okay.
No problem.
Y'all are good. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're done.
God, the way he's standing over her like that. Have you seen the sides where he would body her by rolling over in bed? Yeah, no kidding. I mean, look at this.
We're good.
Yep, thank you guys so much. Thank y'all. Sorry.
And he's rewarding her for saying the shit that he wants her to say.
Somebody said at the party, Boogie and his girlfriend look like the number 10.
So I have somebody else on the phone, by the way. who would also like to talk to you guys.
Is he your brother?
Yep, Brian, can you hear me?
Who the fuck cares? It would be nice to hear the battle of the doctors, though.
Why you won't share the diagnosis? Like, what do you gain from it?
Specifically, don't want to hear it.
Yeah, why I specifically don't want to share the diagnosis and proof of it.
First of all, I don't think you want to share any personal information that make you any more vulnerable than you are.
People share.
I can't. Brother, at the same time, if you don't give the information, it's
remember from what you've seen.
And so,
Can you provide us the ICD-10 code?
Since you called me, you got the diagnosis.
He said it would take him a little bit, but yes, he doesn't know it off the top of his head. But he
Why don't
wants
they
the
Google
ICD
that
code,
code?
whatever it is.
You give them the ICD code off your chart.
Yeah. I mean, you can take your time if you want to text that to me later or whatever it is. You go ahead, but they want it.
Boogie, did they ever test you for something called Jack2?
Are you there?
Does that ring a bell?
Isn't that the hormone that they were testing for? Isn't that
It's not a hormone.
Jack2?
It's not a hormone.
Oh my god, I hate this. He can't even just come onto the Discord. They have to do this literal game of telephone here. There's no battle of the doctors going on here. How disappointing is that?
The cops on Thursday night, or whenever our last episode was.
They did a wellness check, right?
Yeah, of course. And God bless them for doing it. They were really kind about it. They
Shut up. Who cares?
apparently it is still in my paperwork that this house gets.
In other words, you wasted their time. Because you were never going to fucking kill yourself. They also wasted the cops' time by calling them.
It's a lot
Sorry.
of those. So they brought it up. They were
I'm sorry, but Boogie's life is a waste of time for the cops.
very quick about it. Very nice people. But let me remind you that when you have a pizza delivered without paying for it to a YouTuber's house.
Is he getting pizza deliveries just like he is Lio? He's Lio! Did he get a pizza delivery? Is that why he was gone?
Information to confirm with the doctor.
Well,
Oh my God.
It's alleged. What happened?
No,
Boogs?
it was Papa John's this time.
He's getting pizza sent to his house just like Lio. You can't convince me these two aren't different people. They are like one for one. My God.
But I might fire you if you don't prove you do have cancer or you
Okay,
don't.
then I'll lie and say I'm lying. Okay, does it make you feel better? I'm lying.
just saying,
I made it
it's
all
one
up. I
of
made
those,
it all up. One day I woke up and I convinced I sent my brother fake medical codes, and I got doctors to sit here and fucking lie to my girlfriend. I've done all of that with my magic manipulation machine. No.
He's beaming thoughts of the Holocaust into people's heads.
You know what's really just so insulting? It's like, forget about me, forget about even the audience watching. Who gives a fuck about any of them?
Yeah.
What about the two friends you have in here watching?
Who said who gives a fuck about the audience? And Boogie just went, yeah.
And watching.
Sorry,
Who
I'll go
gives a
back.
Fuck about any of them?
Yeah.
What about the two friends you have in here watching and having your back, and you're just fucking them over?
Which two
That's
friends?
The most...
Yeah, he's already said they're not his friends, so this is a pretty dumb appeal. It's not gonna work.
Which
Me and Wings. Me and Wings.
I think I'm fucking him over. I disagree entirely. Number one, listen to me, hear me out.
Number
Don't interrupt
one.
me. Number one, they have called me out from the very beginning. They're calling me out to the very end.
Okay.
Secondly, there is no reason to fire me from the show because at the end of the day, this is probably end up being good for the show.
He's
Probably
got a
temporary,
point.
but probably long term as well. People will hate watch the fuck out of it.
True,
Number three,
true.
I do believe, because I've heard from many of you, that there are people out there who understand why I won't share my shit. There are people out there who understand and appreciate that I'm standing here.
Yeah, you're diehard fans that you scammed and are still gonna support you because they're stupid, just like you.
Solid on this fucking hill that I'm willing to die on. There are things I will not do for clout.
Okay.
There are
Cool.
things
This
I
is
will
not for clout. This is not for clout. This is anti-clout.
Than money, than whatever it is.
Oh, Keem, you gotta be honest with yourself. This is raking in so much money for you guys.
Anti-clout.
Just fucking prove that you have cancer already. God damn it. If you really have this, just prove it right now. Quit fucking around.
What proof do you want?
What is, there's no,
diagnosis.
just show the portal. Show the portal. You send it to
No.
me, I'll send
Hang on, what did he just say?
have this, just prove it right now. Quit fucking around.
What proof do you want?
What is,
What do you? Oh, okay. I thought he said, "What proof do I have?" I was wrong.
there's no,
diagnosis.
just show the portal. Show the portal. You send it to me. I'll send it to Muta. Muta's not going to share it with the world. I will not.
Oh my god, I just got it. I was sitting here, like, doing my retainer stuff, and earlier in the stream, somebody asked, oh my god, is that Maguka? And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? But yeah, I forgot that I designed my retainers after Madoka Magica characters. Right, I forgot. My bad.
Not share it with the
I'm
world.
definitely not sharing. I'm definitely not sending you Muta's fucking didn't it?
Muta's gonna leak something. He does all kinds of news reports and keeps shit off record all the time. If it's off record, it's off record. This will be an off record thing. I want him to see it, and I want to see it. Send me and I'll send it to Muta.
Do you think that he could, like, if they're under contract, like, let's assume that they're under contract. But, hey! Thank you, Lazy. Sorry I didn't see it earlier. I'll lie and then say I'm lying. I have 0 words. No, I think what he was trying... But thank you for the 5. I greatly appreciate it. I think what Boogie was trying to say is, okay, I'll lie and say that I'm lying about cancer. He's saying that the lie... Him saying that admitting that he doesn't have cancer would be the lie. That's what he's trying to imply here. With the rhymes. I can't eat pizza now without thinking of Lio or Boogie. I wish I had pizza right now, but I can't. I can't. I'm watching my weight right now.
And that's...
I went up a couple of pounds, so I gotta bring it back down.
Where it will go. It will go nowhere else.
I'm not doing it online. I won't do it on there. We will have a private...
Oh, so now he's agreeing to do it privately.
Just do it now. Just do it now. This is so...
No, Keem, I would take that. I would take that offer. He just said definitively. He just said definitively, that he would, you know, he would show it privately. He should just take that deal.
No, if you just do it now.
Oh, okay,
we
Lazy.
know that you don't have time to edit or inspect element or do anything.
2 episodes, fucking 20.
He's doing some performative outrage.
20 hours and 4 fucking days of standing here saying, no, go fuck yourself.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You were wrong before. Make the right decision now and prove
What's
it. So
the wrong decision? To not share my shit?
Yes, that's wrong.
How?
Because you publicly said that you had it, and you did.
It's not just that he publicly said that he had cancer, it's that he tried to use it to gain sympathy and money. And justification for scamming people. That's the kicker here.
Didn't back it up. You publicly told the audience that you had cancer, and now when you're being confronted with, oh, he lied about this, you want to
know something?
That's
you want to know
wrong.
what pisses me off right now, Boogie? You want to know what really fucking drives me insane?
You know what grinds my gears? You know what grinds my gears? 660? Okay, the one I have right now is also 660. But if they're kind of the same... Hold on. What's the attack on this? Oh, they're both, like, identical to each other. Skill speed, tenacity. I'll put this one on, and then I'll give this one to my girl. Okay. Oh, wrong one.
Let me finish it. You know what's really... No. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's not a hate boner. I'm just calling you out on bullshit. You know, literally a day ago, my cousin just had her breast cancer come back. Okay,
well, that sucks.
Metastasized, by the way. No. Let me finish.
I didn't give her fucking cancer.
No. It's not that. This is how much cancer pisses me off.
He's filibustering. He's stalling. He is so stalling right now.
This is how much cancer lies.
What the fuck is this? Why is Wings showing this?
This is how much cancer lies piss me off. When you are not willing to
and I'm not
that you have this fucking cancer, and I have to see people die.
Hey Bruce, we're wrapping up soon. We just want to see if he actually owns up to anything and faces the music, like Keem said.
Who are on their deathbed, far younger than you.
I'll probably raid into Chris the Narc after this.
You should be fired. You should be removed off the
platform. We'll see who's live,
you are
actually.
the worst fucking person.
And says that I need to do this, then we have to do this. Because
look, I won't do it online.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay,
I will
but
tell you
no,
this.
he's agreeing to do it privately though. So if I were Keem, I would just take it.
Okay.
But what I liked about it was mostly the topics. And then eventually I realized that you rage bait a lot. Still plenty of proof in the portal. There's still blood tests that show
I'm
my
not going to
red blood
fire
cells
you.
on
I'm
that.
not going to fire you. I'm not going to fire you. You admitted it. It's not in the portal.
Whoa, 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 wait, what?
I don't have,
Examples or no?
Yes, do your own research and go deep. Those are
Don't you then tell me why don't you like me? All right, let's get.
No, it has to be him because he doesn't like you.
But it was mostly the topics. And then eventually most
Blizzard.
Did you not talk about the Blizzard?
Just chill out a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe.
Blood cell high. We can probably get him the fucking
So
code.
Vera's not
where
on
they
there.
put it in
Vera's not on.
verifying test. I
what?
told everything. And that's it.
Wait.
That's it. If it costs me the
Here it is, here it is.
Guys, I don't want to share my medical records. I don't want to fucking do this.
We gotta just bring the temperature down a little bit.
No, if it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. That's it. That's it. If it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. And it'll end up costing me everything.
Wait.
And it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, wait. We might have it. Hold on.
But I don't,
because
I don't want to share.
Polycythemia vera is not on there.
Like I said, I still need to get the verifying test.
So polycythemia vera is not in the portal. That means he lied. He's just... We got him. We got him. We got him. We were right. Kim was right the last time. He lied about it being in the portal last time. I think I just got there, Laka.
Told you this.
So
Right, we know this. We know.
He just said that Vera is not in the diagnostics list.
Oh, that everybody knows this.
I have plenty of things that I can send him. I can send him results of blood tests showing my fucking red blood cell high. I could probably...
But if you remember, in the previous stream, he read off his diagnosis. He read off the diagnosis list directly, apparently, directly from his portal to them, and polycythemia vera was allegedly on there. But now he's saying it's not on there.
We can probably get him the fucking
So
code.
Vera's not
where they
on there.
put it in-
Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know? Now it's... He just read it off last time. He would know.
It's not.
I can send you a bunch of stuff.
You said 4 days ago you were looking at it. But you
4
weren't
days
Yeah.
ago you said you were looking at it.
Like
So
I
it's
told you,
it's
I
not
spent
on
the
there.
last... Like I told you, I spent the last 2 years getting treated for it. I've been told by my doctor
Nope.
for the last
It's
2
fine,
years.
Boogie. Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this.
Okay.
It's not on the portal. We got him. We got him.
I have to do the verifying
Thank
test.
you. All right.
I can send
You
you
don't have
blood
Vera on
tests.
the portal.
I can give you blood test results.
And
He
you don't
lied
have
about it.
Polycythemia vera on the. You don't have it on the portal.
He doesn't have it on the portal. He tried
There's
to
other
look for
things.
it.
There are
and it's
other
not
things
on the
that are not
portal.
on the portal that we've talked about.
Okay.
And again,
There we
if I was,
go.
and again,
There
if
you
I
go.
was a
Mystery
liar,
solved. You don't
again,
have
if
the
I-
cancer.
and
Yep.
again, if I was a liar, again, if I was a manipulator, I would have sent it to.
But he lied. He lied.
I would have sent
To
a
be
screenshot
fair.
3 days ago. I would have prepared something for this. The reality of it is, I just want to be genuine. I want to be honest with you.
He wants to be genuine. He wants to be honest, but he directly lied about it. We need that soundbite. What a Weasley little liar. Yeah, this is another Lio-ism. He's retroactively saying it like this is the truth the whole time.
I'm telling you, I've been treated for cancer for 2 fucking
It took
years.
us 8 hours for this honesty.
I've been treated for cancer. I said all of this several times before.
No, he didn't. He's never said this before. He's never said that polycythemia. He's actually said the direct opposite. He's done. He's done, dude.
No, you have not. You have not.
I
This is
told
the
you.
first time
And
you
there's
said
still
in this
plenty-
series of
and
events.
there's
But
still
to be
plenty of
fair,
proof. There's still plenty of proof in the portal. There's still blood tests.
Boogie,
that show
I'm
my
not gonna
red blood
fire
cells.
you. I'm not gonna fire you. I'm not gonna fire you. You admitted it. It's not in the portal. It is what it is.
I've been treated
Here-
for.
here-
it for
here's
2
the
years.
thing, there's plenty of
Listen,
proof in
let
the
me
portal
talk. Let
that
me
you won't
fucking
let us
talk. Let me
access.
fucking
You've
talk.
been
Let me
talking for
please
2
let me talk.
hours. Let me talk for a second.
No, I've been getting screamed at and just saying no.
I've been getting screamed at.
Over and over
Let
again.
Wings talk.
No,
Let
no
Wings
spoilers. Don't tell me nothing.
talk. Wings hasn't talked. Go ahead, Wings.
You. I forgot my point now. Just go ahead and let Boogie talk. I forgot what I was going to say.
God damn it.
It is in my medical charts. My brother has seen it. Call me a liar all you want. And yes, I could, if I wanted to lie here, I would just take a screenshot of the portal and fucking add it on in a goddamn editor. I could hire some.
He did that already, verbally. He added Vera into it verbally.
Somebody from another country to make it look perfect.
I forgive
and
you.
$5.
I
Just
forgive
listen.
you.
Just listen. Let me say my piece, and thank you for forgiving me. But listen.
It's a horrible thing, but I forgive you. I don't, you know.
Yeah, Keemstar, if anyone is to forgive Boogie for something like this, it would be Keemstar.
For 2 years.
Damn it, Laka! I already know he doesn't get fired.
Years I've been treated for this cancer. It has cost me a fortune in blood tests. It has cost me a fortune.
Wow, who gives a shit? Who cares?
In appointments. We have tested for the markers. We have tested my red
but
blood
the
cell
markers,
count.
though.
I'm taking special.
We already just disproved the markers. These mysterious markers, which aren't in there either. So.
Medication specifically that got prescribed because of this diagnosis.
So my original theory
in my medical charts, my brother. That's what I keep telling
you. I know
you.
You're saying the same thing. You're looping. Listen, 4 days ago, I put out a theory that your doctor told you he thinks you have this, and you rushed to the internet. You made the video the same day. This was my theory, and that's what happened.
It's in my medical charts.
4 days ago, he said that he saw polycythemia vera on the list.
But he didn't. But he
Today
didn't.
he doesn't.
He didn't. He didn't. That was
Today
wrong.
he doesn't.
Can I?
4 days ago.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. He still might have the cancer.
Exactly.
Which I do.
Exactly.
Hey, Tabby. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if he still has the cancer or doesn't have the cancer at this point. The whole entire point is that he lied about definitively having cancer and suffering from cancer for the entire 2 years to get sympathy, and then used it as a justification for scamming people. Scamming that he admits, yes, he scammed people, but he did it out of necessity because he has cancer. Not that he might have cancer, but that he definitively has cancer, and was lording it over people like CoffeeZilla, being like, it's cancer, you don't get better from cancer, or you don't get well, you know, it's never gonna be better. I have the Animal Crossing of cancer. All that, it doesn't matter at this point. In fact, I hope he does have cancer. I hope he does have cancer. I'll just say it. Because then he gets the worst of both worlds.
Do.
Exactly.
But
you're right.
The problem is you've made us sit here 9 hours to get the answer that we knew on hour 1.
No, I've given you the.
That's a good point, Laka.
Answer the whole 9 hours, which is I have the fucking cancer. I'm being treated for the cancer. It's expensive.
No.
But now he's doubling back on it, saying I have the cancer.
No.
I told you that a million times. That's the truth. The only thing I didn't tell you is it's not in the portal. And again, if I wanted to lie to you, I would have just photoshopped something. Instead, I'm fucking telling you over and over and over again. It's only in my medical charts, and I will not share my medical charts. I fucking said this 100 times. It's only in my medical charts, and I will not send my medical charts.
Calm down.
First off, you guys
goddamn.
No, I'm not gonna calm down because I'm pretending to be outraged right now. Yeah, the doctor, well, I haven't seen his credentials, but the supposed doctor they had on said that the markers would be low, not high, if that was the case.
Anxiety attack. I'm in the middle of. I don't know how to fucking calm down.
Stop. Breathe in.
In my medical charts.
But I know you. I
understanding. And Muda's daddy doctor or whoever, or the doctor that was on here earlier can confirm the treatments are pretty much the same.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
A possibility.
That's what I'm saying in this paper.
Yeah, Wings, you're right. It was a possibility. They give him paperwork. He shows the paperwork to his brother, right, and asks.
Trying to identify different versions. So
yes,
right. And I mean, like, I think for the people watching, like, I see it in the
I don't think he's having an anxiety attack. Fuck off.
entire. Like, I've seen it all day.
At the end of the day,
what it is.
The lie was it wasn't.
You have him on.
If he is having an anxiety attack, it's because he realizes he got caught.
Here again,
but I still have cancer.
You might as well.
So now he's saying he has cancer, even though it's not definitive and they haven't confirmed it apparently. But now he has cancer again.
Still have cancer, but I still have.
Bring on any other.
I still have cancer, but I still have cancer. But I still have cancer.
Boogie, please stop.
1 minute.
Boogie, please stop. Please stop, Boogie. Please stop.
I had to get rid of them for a second.
Okay.
Wings, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think Mood is being very unfair with this because there's a good.
I think Mood is being unfair. So what if the guy lied about having cancer? Who cares? Shut the fuck up, Wings. All right, we're done here. We're done. He lied about having cancer, everybody. He lied about it on the previous stream. We know he did. We don't even need to go back to that. I was thinking of bringing it up, but we don't even need to do that. We know he lied about having cancer. He just got caught. It's over. It's over. So I guess in one way, he does face the music. In one way or the other. But that's about it. I am probably going to raid into... Well, who am I going to raid? I guess we'll find out. Let me take a look. Let me go into the studio and take a look at who else is live right now. But, Lazy, thanks for the 5 again. I greatly appreciate it. I also have a Ko-Fi, guys, if you ever feel inclined to support me financially, that'd be great. I'm gonna go to my live and see who else is live right now, so I can raid into them. I forget where this option even is. On here. Oh, right. It's gonna be in, like, customization. Oh, North? I thought Chris the Narc was, Oh, maybe he just went... Okay, so never mind, he's not live no more. I guess I'll send you guys over to North. If that's what you want. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I ain't got nothing more for you. We've already spent more on this than I thought. The conclusions... We don't learn much new from Akumu's video, unfortunately. He bounced after it was confirmed? Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably should have bounced too, honestly. But, in terms of the Cody Co thing, I don't believe Tana's allegations until there's evidence or a confirmation from Cody Co or some kind of evidence that corroborates their story, because otherwise they are untrustworthy sources because of their reputation. And that's not enough to prove that somebody committed a crime, right? So, and then from this, it's the same as it's always been. Boogie lied about having cancer. All right. Good night, everybody. Say hi to North for me. I can't wait for the Medicare response because this donation joke was 1 life for me and 1 life for my hooker. Yeah. I hope Medicare makes a shit ton of money from this. He deserves it. All right, guys. Go tell North I said hi. And I'll see you on Friday, or unless something else big happens this week, I'll cover that. But this will be it for me. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Love you. Like, in a platonic way.